Okay, we're on go live. Oh, that's cool. But you
Oh, but
can't
it,
see where's the scale?
no, I'll take the thing
Oh.
because the virtual background messes with it, but as far as
Oh
what,
yeah. As long as it doesn't make you not be able to show it, that's the only thing.
oh yeah, I'll take that part off.
Okay, cool.
There.
Why there's a commercial at the beginning of mine? Not be able. It's coming up with a commercial on my end, but I think we're. Oh my god, I forgot to pull out chat. Hold on. Don't
We're
anybody say
live
nothing.
on Wendy's channel.
Hold on, wait. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to mute is everything muted? Yes, okay, so that's not me. All right, cool. Hi, Robert. Hold on, I'm popping out chat now.
There you go, Addie.
Thanks, Tamilin.
Okay, live chat.
You're very welcome.
And everybody's on live, right?
Go live.
Live chat?
Yes.
Okay.
We are set.
You know, last week I was literally on the other one, the top chat, for like ever until we got to the game portion. I didn't notice.
Oh.
That's why I was probably missing everybody. Yeah. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Grawl.
Grawl.
Thomas Hull, Smitty, Metal Meggers. How you doing? Karen Vapes. How are you? Jerry, how are you doing, sweetie? Hi, Frank. How are you? Robin, Distant and Mixon. How you doing? DeMillo's right there. Hi, Robin. Grawl. There she goes. Okay, so I still have to, what am I calling it? Wick. I still have to wick. But Anna, we want to go through some other information. I'm just waiting for people to get in so you guys can still say all your hellos and everything, and then we'll get more into how we're going to do today.
What do I call it?
Live stream. Huh?
What do I call it?
What do you call it?
No, what do you call it?
Those
wick
what is that? It's white and it's fluffy.
It's so fluffy.
We're going to call it a fluff stream. So put your fluff stream inside of that round thing that's got it like a spring.
You know, I didn't get my sexy pre-show tonight. I'm
sorry. I keep trying to lower down my shirt and you haven't even noticed. So hi, Amber. Hi, Nail Bar. You can find the door. Hi, Knots Out. How are you doing, sweetie? Brandy. Hello, hello. Bob Ohms, how are you? Misconduct Vapor, how are you? Yes, I know. That's great. It's going to be here Wednesday. That's awesome. We're actually going to be going over sort of not like a tutorial, but sort of like a step-by-step starting from like the beginning to getting into the mix tonight. For those of you that have any, questions about it, you're going to see what do you need? How do you get started? Where do you order flavors? You're going to see ELR. I'm going to show you the different ins and outs of ELR, where it's got all of the companies where you can purchase your concentrates. If they got coupons, I'll show you where that is. We're going to go over the notes section so that you see what the notes are about, and we're going to put a recipe together. So we're going to be doing all that. Now, I'm going to wait a few minutes so we can just say our hellos and I love yous and everything. So you can say you love me.
I love you, Wendy.
And then we're going to, once we get some people in here, then we'll go ahead and we'll do that part. That way on the playback, if, anybody does want to see that, they can. They can always just jump ahead to that part. No, I'm not going to be leaving a timestamp. That's just not the way I'm going to do it. I'm not going to go through this whole thing and be like, stop. Time, stop. No, not happening. So
yeah,
Austin Lewis. Oh yes, Austin, congratulations. Forrest, Angela Williams, your sister's here.
Oh, hey, Angela.
Tetley Man.
Hi, sis.
Coco, how you doing, sweetheart? Great, Robin. Well, hopefully I'll be able to answer them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through it without any questions. And then at the end, if you have questions, then you can, ask us. But I want to, if we do it too slow and questions in between, we're never going to get to the end. So the people that are viewing it, as a replay, they're never going to get to their answer. So we're going to do it that way, which I just now told them about. So. Thank you, Frank. I love you too. Hi, Paolo. How are you? I love you too, Coco. Hi, Jeannie.
Jeannie.
Knocks Out is my baby. Robert, how are you? on 18 that tasted burnt.
Oh, Angela said, hey, brother Addy.
I saw
I don't
that.
know what you mean, Nail
maybe-
Bar. You vaped 70-30 on 18 watts and it tasted burnt. I don't know what you were using. I don't know if it was a sub-ohm tank, if it was a mouth to lung tank, what the coil resistance was. It takes a little bit more information than that. I love you too, Amber. Love you, Robin. See, this is why I come on here every Monday. I'm not trying to force it, but I'm just saying it helps. It
Hi,
helps.
Amber. Hi,
the process.
Coconut. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Heel. Oh, you got the breeze. Awesome, awesome. Forest, Coconut, Girl, Christian. Oh, you are? I hope you like it. The blueberry cake dupe, I think, is amazing. It's an amazing flavor. And right away, it tastes good. But if you leave it for 24 hours, just 24 hours, it jumps in flavor. You don't have to leave it more than that, though. Yeah. Don't listen to nobody else. I'm telling you, I vape it all before 3 days. VSL, how you doing, Swaggy? I left you a message, but on Instagram and on Facebook Messenger, but I don't think you saw them because I didn't know if I could show some of the stuff tonight. Karen Siebold, how are you doing? Yeah, let's hope that it doesn't. Maz, how are you? Let's see, did I get everybody? Did I really? Tiny Metal Trees, how are you doing? Hey. Oh, yay. Awesome, Kristen. You can make cotton candy e-liquid or cotton candy flavor, yes. Mel, how you doing, sweetheart? It feels like I haven't talked to you guys in forever because I haven't been really active on Facebook because of the fact that I've been working so much. But yeah, I'm so sorry. Style and Puffer, how are you?
I got to say something, though. This is green screen, if you guys haven't guessed.
Yeah, it's a green screen. She doesn't own all that.
I don't own all that. I don't have my setup like that. But it's fun to think that I would.
Hi, Ghost Babes. So yeah, so we got all that going on. And I do want to mention that tonight's live stream is, of course, sponsored by Brad's Vapor. Brad's Vapor has the best customer service ever. Yeah. Free shipping in the United States to the United States. And if you use the coupon code WendyVapes10, you do get 10% off of anything on his website. So he will be sponsoring he sponsors every Monday live stream. And then towards the end, we're going to be doing a random giveaway, which I'll explain later and probably won't call it a giveaway just in case I'm being flagged.
You just like him because he's in Florida. That's why you like Brad.
Duh.
I heard he's a hunk.
Well, his name's Brad. He's got to be a hunk.
Oh, his wife is absolutely beautiful.
So you just like hanging around Brad because his wife's pretty.
Trying to take her. No, I'm just kidding. He is. She's just the sweetest and nice. Both of them are absolutely. But it's like, it's so funny because the first time that I met her, he was like, oh, come over and, meet my wife. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she was like, oh my God, you are doing so great. Brad has always talked so highly about you from, when you started, look at where you are now. And I wasn't even that big, I'm not that big now, but you know what I mean? I wasn't at a even low big number.
You were at 20,000 plus.
Yeah. So
20.5 now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Swaggy. I will definitely do that. Lady J, how are you doing? Ghost Babes, did I say hi to everybody? Let me just check real quick. Amber, LaDonna, how are you doing?
Hello, hi, Friction.
Canada. No, sorry. Millen's Vape Pharmacy. Hi, Happy Hippie. Friction, how you doing?
Hey.
Okay, so anyways, like I was saying, so he's just awesome. He's literally been a supporter or a behind the scenes supporter of mine since I started, really. It was like, he would see me buying so many different devices to review, so he'd throw one in for me and things like that. So I thought that was really cool what he did for me, just starting off, because, when you are a new reviewer, you do have to buy your own products. It's not like, that you're going to get 1,000 subscribers and the companies are going to be like, oh my God, please review for me. It's not feasible for them because you're not getting the views that they need to monetarily be successful. So that's that. Hi, Lady J. Aw, thank you so much. Let's see. Roland boy, how are you doing? Your girlfriend's not here. Sorry. I don't know where she is. I didn't even check my Instagram because a lot of times she does. If she can't make it, she'll leave me an Instagram or an instant message or something.
Coconut.
My cocoa. That's my.
Well,
cocoa.
Ben.
Yeah, I don't see anything from her there. Let me check here.
And
Okay.
let me try
I'm
that.
checking for you, Swaggy. All right, thank you.
DNA.
So I had to break my scale out early and my cookie chow was
Oh,
almost
stop
out.
with your cookie chow. I don't even know what the hell that is. Is that the stuff with the rye 4 in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk about
Oh,
that
yeah, we
on
do.
this
Oh, it's
channel.
so
No, I'm
good,
just
Wendy.
kidding.
I'm gonna send you some when I send
So,
your MechMod back, and you're gonna like.
oh, I still got to send that to you. I'm so bad at sending out devices and stuff. I'm just so bad, like because I get it all ready and then I call and then, but working I just don't. I keep forgetting. But I am gonna send you my stuff. I promise.
That's fine.
But I did want. What was I gonna say? See what you made me do. Hold on. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So yesterday, well, let me put it this way. In the next couple weeks, maybe, well, it's going to be like 2 to 4 weeks. I have to first organize my vape room because I know that it's crowded and I can fit myself in here, but nobody else can. But once I get my vape room cleaned out, however long that takes, and I get everything organized, we might have a special guest coming over to learn some DIY with me.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
So I went and I hung out with her yesterday. So I was over at Sophie's house yesterday with Max because Max loves Sophie. They get along so Max doesn't open up to anybody, but Sophie, Max does. It's crazy. Hold on 1 second. Let me answer this real quick.
So what you been doing this week, DeMillan?
What have I been doing?
Your house is all painted. Your gutters are all fixed. What's next?
Nothing left to do.
Awesome.
I got to caulk the chimney though. There's some lines that need to be caulked.
Now, will you go up there and do that?
Well, no, it's all at like ground level.
Oh, cool.
You know, the caulking, or not the caulking. What is it? That's in between bricks.
Oh,
mortar.
Chinking. The chinking.
The mortar, yeah, the chinking, yeah. I gotta repair that, but
you gotta repoint the brick.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, Sophie is awesome. So we were talking and I was telling her, I'm like, the biggest request that I get on my channel is when are you going to teach Sophie how to DIY? So yesterday I actually made her my double mint gum, but I made it with no nicotine because she doesn't like nicotine. So I even have like this bottle that I made up, 80/20. So any flavors that I make for her, I would use this because it has no nicotine in it. Oh, and I made her my double mint gum just for her so that she has it. So I'm hoping to see it on like maybe one of her reviews.
Oh.
But because she doesn't really vape a lot, I vape like normal, like that's just it. But yeah, so hopefully that's going to happen. Again, I do have to get my things in order because I honestly won't try to bring some, because she's also going to be filming for her channel as well of her learning it or me teaching her or whatever. So I don't want like all this mess in it. So I need to get organized first and then we'll bring her on. She's happy to do it. She actually does not live far from me. She's literally on the way to my job. Like, you know how far I was driving to my work? So she's like 45 minutes away from me. So literally like right there. So we went over and just spent some time. Hi, Jonathan Shepard. Spent some time just sitting there. Hi, Harley.
Now, are you guys going to have a little sleepover?
No, she's too crazy for that.
He's got his wheels turning.
I mean, right away she was like, "So you want a drink?" I'm like, "No, I'm driving. No, it's okay." But thanks anyway. She's like, "Okay, well then I'll have it for you." I'm like, "You go ahead. You go do that." But because I'm very, when I know that I have to drive somewhere, I won't drink, and it's not like I'm going to leave my car there and, Uber home or anything. So I don't do that. But like if she comes over and if she drinks, she can always stay the night or, if she wants to or whatever, but we'll see. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that. And I was really, what really excited me was the fact that she brought it up. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, I've never asked her to do anything for me. Hi, Fidalgo. Hi, Sarah.
Fidalgo. I can hear now, Wendy, like this, just dumping stuff in like crazy.
Yeah. But no, I've never, ever asked her to be on any of her videos, to do any videos with me. I've never done that because I've grown my channel myself. I don't want there to ever be a question that I use somebody, because I don't do that. I'd rather just grow on my own. So she's asked me to be on her videos, and that's great, you know, and I've had her on, I think 2. One was a live stream and one was for the smoke, which we were just hanging out anyway. And she was like getting a little tipsy. So she was like, let's do this. And I was like, okay, with my margarita and her with her. She had, what is it that you get at Japanese restaurants? Sake.
Sake.
Yeah, sake. I had a margarita. So we were out, you know, outside on the porch, and we were talking about the TFV16. But other than that, I've never really done a video with her. I've been on hers, even through the phone, when she was doing like her sample box, or I did one with her when we were out at a convention, things like that. But it's not like I went over there just to do a video. I've never asked for that, because I don't want anybody to ever think that, you know, I'm not being true. You know, to me, she's a friend, and friends come first before anything. So her wanting to do the DIY with me, I thought was really cool.
That was that you guys put together like a chess set or something, wasn't it?
That was on her channel. Well, actually, that was hers, but I recorded it at the same time on live.
That was kind of
on
fun.
live, and she freaked out. She was so freaked out.
There was so much packaging; it was insane.
Yeah, just
Let's
that.
think you guys like an hour and a half to unwrap everything.
Did you get paper cuts? Cardboard cuts?
Nope. No.
Oh,
Wait. No, I don't think we did. But so that will be coming, you know, in the future. Not yet, but it will be. But yeah, so I love hanging out with her and stuff. And, you know, even yesterday she was like, do you want to record something? I'm like, no, I haven't seen you in forever. I just want it to be about us, you know, because it's been over a year that I haven't seen her. So, and especially
Really, holy crap.
Yeah, because she remember, she got her house in, I think it was November of last year. And I didn't see her for a couple months before then.
And she's had a lot of problems with the house.
Yeah. Oh, she's still going through the whole problems with her house. And it was so crazy, because I'm like, you couldn't even tell on the video. I kept telling her, I'm like, wow, that looks so different. So, hi, Brandy. Hi, Cherokee. So,
Cherokee.
Hey, Cherokee.
I just thought that would be cool to let you know that she is interested in just learning about it. She's probably not going to do it, you know, for, you know, going forward, but to want to learn and see how the process is, I thought was really, really cool personally. So let's see. No, she did it the right way. And I actually gave her an idea of like putting a video together of like her journey, you know, because she actually did the whole thing that we say that we're going to do when we quit smoking. We're going to start vaping to actually quit everything. And that's what she's pretty much done. She's still, you know, every so often, she's still, you know, vaping her zero nicotine. When she does her reviews, of course, there's zero nicotine, but she got to that place. She got to where we're all, you know, wanting to get to. So I think that's really, really cool. So I was talking to her about maybe doing something like that.
Who do you
Yes,
think?
we definitely social distance.
Who do you think can blow a bigger cloud, you or her?
We're pretty much even. We did that once. We did that. Oh, no, we were doing that with the TFV16. She can inhale a little bit harder. Because especially at higher wattages, like higher, I don't like a lot of hot vapes, and she can actually handle it. But again, not with nicotine. Hi, Kev. Kim, how are you doing? I think I got everybody in chat. So what we're gonna, oh man, I didn't even rewick anything. I guess I'll do it as we, let me make sure I don't have anything. Nope, that one's used. Nope, that one's used. Nope, that one's used.
So what have you been vaping this week, Wendy?
Huh?
What have you been vaping this week?
The other day I ran out of, what did I run out of? The banana split finally, I ran out of, yeah, they're all need to be rewicked. And I ran out of my, oh my God, where's all my empty bottles? I put them over here. I ran out of my raspberry donut. I ran out of my chocolate mint cookie. I ran out of the banana split. I ran out of my curd, almost. I've only got a tiny bit left. I ran out of, I know there was another one. What was the other one that I was vaping all week?
Hey, Wendy. The other Wendy in chat.
Mamita.
Don't confuse me.
Sorry.
Wendy.
I'm like, what?
It just dawned on me when I said that. I was like, wait.
No, you said there's the good Wendy.
Yeah. There was another one that I made and I forgot what it is, but I'm out of that one too. So I was literally out of everything that I was vaping, except for the ones that we're supposed to try this week. And I had the gum, but I was like, I wasn't in the mood for the gum. So I really quick, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a blueberry smoothie. So I wanted to do something really, really, yes, definitely really, really quick and easy. So I made real quick a blueberry smoothie. So it only took 2 flavors. I got the Wonder flavors, blueberry smoothie, and I used the VSO blueberry. Wait, I used 2 flavors. I think I got them backwards. Hold on.
One.
I used blueberry smoothie by Wonder Flavor and vanilla ice cream liquid bar, because of course you have to have vanilla ice cream liquid bar. You have to, because it's a must. So those 2 flavors, I put them together and that got me something really good. I mean, is it the best smoothie ever? No, but it tastes like a blueberry smoothie. So yeah, so that's awesome. So that's like my most recent, and that one I'm already almost halfway done. I filled up this thing yesterday and I filled it up again today. So that's awesome. But I wanted something easy just to throw out there for like the newbies that are in the different groups that I'm in, just so that they could see, hey, that's only 2 flavors. You know what I mean? I can do something with just 2 flavors and it's good. So I was really happy to do that real quick. Dakota, Simon, how are you? Or Simone. Hi, Wendy. And then let me see, Wendy. Oh, Wendy's. I made Wendy's. Oh my God, where is it? Oh, Blue Day. I made Wendy's Blue Day just yesterday. I'm actually letting it sit. So this one, yeah. So I made Blue Day by Wendy L. And this, of course, it's, got blue in it. So, I'm going to love it. So I did make that one and I have it sitting. I forgot why. Was I supposed to be having it sit? Hold on. My recipes.
I was hitting on that DeMillen pineapple whipped a little today.
Wendy's nip whips, man. That's some good stuff.
Yeah. But I only made a little bit of that. So on Wendy's recipe for the Blue Day, it's actually Flavor West Blueberry, Wonder Flavors Blueberry Gummy Candy, Cereal 27, Cookie Butter by Wonder Flavor, Cornbread by One on One, and Vanilla Pudding by Flavora. So it didn't say that I had to leave it sit, but because it did have the cereal in it, that's usually like a 3-day steep for me. So that's why I had that one put aside. Let me see. Mama Nita, how you doing, sweetheart?
Yeah, Forrest, I mix right around 3 or 4, maybe 5 flavorings most of the time.
Yeah. Let me see. Look for
Thanks, Cherokee.
Yeah. Lynette, how are you? Need to purchase new juices from somewhere. Vape Wild. Wild Vape is it's probably Vape Wild. Vape Wild, yeah. There's so many places, Lynette, that you can get e-liquids. You can actually go to Brad's Vapor. Go to bradsvapor.com. If you use the coupon code WendyVapes10, you get 10% off of anything on the website. And Wendy, that's the cornbread. That's the one that's no, that's not the one that we made. That's not the special one. That one was just Blue Day. The one that we made with the other one, I have it here. Hold on. Oh, I haven't tried that one back yet because you said that it didn't come out good, which was this one. So I didn't try it because you said the cornbread didn't work out. So yeah, this one doesn't have it. Yes, Blue Day is the one with the champagne. That's the one. Yeah, but it's also got Cereal 27 in it. So that's why I let that one stay. Huh?
Champagne and cereal?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
No, wait, that one didn't have champagne in it. Hold on. Which way did I make?
Breakfast of Champions, DeMillen.
That's beer and cereal. What are you
talking
about?
No. That one was the other one that she made. Hold on. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Where's my Blue Day? Where's the Blue Day? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me find it. Blue Day. I think I saved it as a favorite. That's why. Hold on.
Hi, Ricky.
Blue Day.
Good luck, Ricky.
Hey, Ricky. It'll turn out just fine.
Right, Wendy. Okay, so the Blue Day that I made, sorry about that, is, why is it not coming up? No, come up.
Come up.
Oh my gosh, you're like messing up my whole vibe here.
Who is?
My computer, like it's not searching right. Hold on.
Well, you got to close the 15 tabs you have. You know those
No, I
tabs.
only have 4. I only have 4. Let me get Wendy up here. Wendy.
Yeah, Ricky, what are you going to put that 50-50 juice in? Because that's pretty thin.
There we are. No, that's the other Wendy.
It must be like a mouth to lung pot or something.
How are we going to find it? Hold on. I'll put it here.
I can't believe we would mix at 20-80 all the time. Remember that, Addie? 20
Yeah.
VG, 80 PG.
I think the most it was like 60 PG, 40 VG.
Man.
Crazy.
There we go. I found you, Wendy. Okay, so I'm sorry, the blue day was black currant TPA, blueberry VSO, blueberry extra TPA, champagne TPA, extreme ice flavor west, juicy lemon cap, and shape up pear mullenberry. Sorry about that. That's the one that's the blue day. So that one I have here, which I'm going to try. These are my empties.
Sounds like it's going to be juicy.
Hi, Edward. Ricky Mahoney, sorry, I get so confused because I've got so much going. I got so mad. I recorded a review and somehow I've converted it to slow-mo and I can't get it out of slow-mo without ruining the whole thing.
Oh,
so
no.
I thought it was just for the intro and outro. It's about 3 minutes into the download too. So from 3 minutes on, it went into an hour because it's going, I can't get it off. And I don't know what I did. So now I have to re-record that portion again, which is going to really suck because I hate doing things twice.
Oh,
it's
man.
like reading a book. I can't read a book twice. If I do a puzzle, I can't do a puzzle twice. It's just the way that I'm made. So that's going to be like a little bit hard for me.
It's only fun when it's Christine Beauty and the Vape. Half pint, half speed.
Yeah. Let me see. I do use a long time because I'm a PG sensitive and nearly died. Ooh, wow. Okay. Yes, Wendy, now I got it. I told you I'm really confused. Wendy, I'm sorry. Can you tell me? Oh, it's Brad's, BRADS, Vapor, VAPOR.com. And then just the coupon code is my name, Wendy Vapes, 10 for 10% off. All together, lowercase.
Hey, Edward. Wendy Vapes like your ELR name, one name, like Wendy Vapes all together.
It's all together. All together, one name, one word.
Like this together.
It's like a cleavage. So yeah, so I do have to do that. I was waiting for somebody to come in so that I can start this off. Hold on, let me see what she wants. I don't know where she's at. Let me see if he. I was waiting for somebody to come in before we start the whole tutorial process, and I don't think he's in yet.
Yeah, so this week's been a blur, and I don't. Were you on Fresh's Saturday at the Millen?
Yes.
What'd you make?
What did I make?
Don't you hate having to remember?
Look at these retired people don't have a clue. It's like I can't remember.
I'm like, I don't know. Just call me a blonde.
I don't even know if she was there or not.
I think I made this and I didn't say what it was. I'll have to look it up.
I
know. Well, we did the Gene Wilder mixes.
Oh yeah. I made the fizzy lifting drink.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, it turned out good. It turned out like those candy Zots. Remember Zots? They're like a little hard candy with like some fizzle stuff on the inside of it.
Yes.
Oh, before I get to the tutorial, I got to tell you about everything that I got.
That's what it ended up tasting like. Yeah, let's see your haul, man. You got quite the flavor haul.
Oh, damn.
This right here is from VSO Flavors. Go to VSO Flavors.com and put in Wendy, I think it's Wendy Vapes, all together, capitals, and you get 17% off anytime. But yeah, these are brand new flavors. And he said not to make Addie jealous, but I think I'm going to.
I'm jealous of the blue caps already.
Okay, so we've got elderflower.
Nice.
Oh.
We've got, no, it gets better. Onion.
Oh.
Tommy V made a pizza already. And he made soup.
Violet.
Oh, nice. Hey, take a sniff of that violet.
Hold on, wait. This jasmine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, those two.
Florals.
Let me put my flowers over. Hibiscus.
Very, very nice.
Wow.
Hey, they get when they get really pine.
Wow.
No.
I'm watching DeMillan's face every single time. Basil.
Yum.
You can handle
I
that
can
one.
see that being used for something.
Garlic.
No.
I heard the people that got that were double bagging it so strong.
Juniper.
Nice.
Juniper.
Chocolate. Oh, such a normal flavor. Come on.
Now
now.
that's the one I gotta try.
Embrace the florals, DeMillan.
Cilantro.
Nice.
Oh, Addie wants that one.
Yeah.
Lavender. Did I do
Sweet.
lavender? No, I did violet before. So that's lavender. Then we've got
Lavender's good for-
celery.
What is it?
Celery.
Oh, cool.
Celery.
We've got rosemary.
Nice.
Wow.
Then we've got
I didn't
leather.
What is
What
it?
is it?
Leather.
Oh, cool. You know, I was so curious how he got the leather, but he came on Fresh's last Tuesday and explained that he got, you know, like in some kind of wines, you get like hints of leather and some kind of dark red wine.
Yeah.
He used the grape skins and extracted the tannins out of the grape skins, and that's how he got the leather.
Wow. So yeah, so being that, remember, we're going to be doing in October, we're going to be doing like sort of like an October Thanksgiving where we make our own recipes and stuff. I'm really excited for us to start mixing some of those and making different recipes out of them. Like, who knows what we can mix it. So I'm really, really excited. So
What does the onion smell like?
let me check. Is that no, that's the elderflower. Hold on. That's the flowers.
And check the violet.
Oh yeah, the violet. There it is. Let me do the violet.
Yeah, I've got my finger off the buy button.
It smells just like violet.
Oh, good. Yum.
Like, you know those little violet gums or
Candy,
candies?
little violet candies.
Yeah, that's what it smells like. Now let me do the jasmine. Yeah, I'm gonna make a stew to bake.
Oh, a jasmine tea, Wendy.
I don't know. It smells just like jasmine, which is one of my favorite scents ever. And we got
Like
elderflower. Hi, Paolo. Smells like a flower. Smells good. Oh, come on, Amber. You got to be a little courageous. I'm going to smell the garlic now.
Oh, Lord.
Be careful. I heard super strong.
Oh, my God. Swaggy says the onion smells like onion. Cool. Oh, my God. It smells like garlic. You know what it smells like? It smells like, you ever walk into somebody and you're talking to them and they smell like they've got like old garlic breath?
Yeah.
That's this.
Like an old Italian.
Yeah.
I know at work I could tell if somebody had garlic the night before.
I want to smell cilantro. I love the smell of cilantro.
You do like a cilantro ice cream.
It doesn't really have a hard.
Getting close to the salsa for the with the tomato.
Yeah, tomato, salsa.
I don't smell anything on that one. Yeah, but I mean, we got tomato and everything. Why not?
Yeah.
That one's juniper. No, hold on. I'm trying to find the onion.
A little celery in there.
Ew, make garlic bread.
We got basil.
Come
on now. We can make a soup. Here's the onion.
Tommy V made a soup.
It smells like onion. A white onion.
Amazing.
This would mix really well with the garlic.
Oh, Lord. Now you just need sausage.
Come on, DeMillan. Live a little.
Now you just need sausages.
That's all we need is just some meat to go with it. That's it. But you know what? We can be a vegetarian if we want to. We'll just add some
gotta
vegetables.
be a joke there somewhere.
You can add celery, tomato, you know. So yeah, so I got those. I also got the what was the one I was missing? The honeysuckle. So I got that one. All right, so that was VSOs. So let's go. There was something else I got. Hold on. I got more espresso. I got the, oh my God, I forgot what it is already because I put it.
Wendy, Cherokee says a jasmine rice.
Oh, I also got the sweet, the from VSO. I got the, what is that other sweetener?
Stevia.
Yes, I got stevia from them. Yes. I got a whole bunch. I was like really excited. All right. So what I got from Bull City this time is the SSA, the, what is it called? Super Aroma?
So Bucky Super Aroma.
Yeah, that one. This, whatever she said. I've got the Cornish cream.
Are they all in like a shrink wrap? Hold them up. Are they in a shrink wrap bag?
Huh? No,
Oh, I thought they were all like shrink wrap, like the flavor.
No, I kept them in here because I got to find a place for them now. So I got the Cornish cream, I got the sweet yogurt, I got the anise, apricot, the creamy pistachio, yes, ripe strawberry.
I bet their apricot be really good because they're somehow tied in with Mollenberry.
Coils. Then I got Scandinavian fruits.
I want that.
Hi, crazy.
Ripe pear, caramel biscuit, cactus, bubblegum, and honey. Then I got cottage cheese.
Yes.
Rum with honey.
Rum and honey? Wow.
Yep. Sweet mandarin, ripe peach, Thai pineapple. That one sounds really good.
Oh.
And classic oat flakes.
They smell just like oat flakes.
Yeah. Really?
So that's what we
Dry
have.
oat flakes.
Really?
Yeah.
That
I think of granola.
Yeah, sounds perfect for granola.
So I'm really excited. Like the rum and honey, I'm really excited about that too.
It's funny that the ones that you got willy-nilly when you went shopping at Bull City on the SSA.
Yeah, that was, during the live stream. Anyway, so and I was like, which one did you get? And I was like, oh my God, I'm so bad. All right, let me get back to my own live stream. It's not like I'm a guest. It's my live stream.
You were shopping on your live stream last week?
I'm like, just which one? And I was like, okay, we'll get to this after. Okay, fine. But I had written everything down. So when I was talking to you about it, I was writing them down as I was looking. So yeah. Yes, exactly. That's what we need. Red beans and rice. That's what we need. Now I have rice. All I need is the red beans, Kev.
There's somebody makes a red bean. I think, who makes a red bean? I forget now. One-on-one?
Isn't that a different kind of red bean? That's a red bean that like Filipinos or some other country, it's like red bean ice cream, they call it. It's a different red bean than what you're thinking for red beans.
Yeah, not like a kidney bean or something.
So then that's
good. I'm hungry.
we want red beans and rice, damn it.
We had breakfast for dinner. My wife chopped up a bunch of broccoli and cheese, so I made an omelet, and then we boiled potatoes with the skin on and smush them down once and like sprinkle oil and butter on them and cook them at 475 for like 35 minutes. They got brown and crispy and
man.
I actually made potatoes, like home style potatoes, one time for the first time, like maybe a month and a half ago. They came out good. They didn't come out perfect. But I'll just try it again. But I just was in the mood that day to just have, like home style potatoes for breakfast. And I thought I did good. I even put the paprika on at the end.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, my wife's feeling a lot better today, which makes me happy.
Good to hear.
Good.
Thanks for the update.
So everything went okay?
It didn't go good Tuesday. She had to go back in Thursday for a second operation. There was some bleeding and a lot of swelling, so they had to fix that.
But is she better now?
Yeah.
So you're gonna cook for her, right?
Yeah, Ben.
Okay. So you made sure that she's got something up there, right?
Right.
Okay. So if you have to take a break, like she's thirsty or something, then take a break, go get her something to drink, and then come back.
She was out in the garage. Her mom came over. She's doing good, way better than 2 days ago.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. She gets to live. She's one that got lucky and lived through cancer, got caught early, and
it's so funny because we know our bodies so well. When there's something wrong. The doctor will be like, no, there's nothing wrong. You're like, there is something wrong. Like you always can tell. And that's what happened. Like even when I went for before my second surgery for my spinal fusion, I was telling them I need an MRI. They were like, no, you're doing fine. It's probably muscle spasm. I'm like, I'm telling you, I've already gone through this once. I need an MRI. There's something wrong. I've got another herniated disc in my my spinal tract. They were like, oh no, you're fine. I literally spent 4 weeks fighting them just to get an MRI. Got the MRI and then had to wait for an appointment with the neurosurgeon, which had to be the same one that did the first surgery because nobody else would take me. Once they touch you, when it comes to your spine, that's the only doctor that will touch you. No other cervical spine doctor will touch you. So I had to find him. Then he saw it and he was like, yeah, I had to have 2 more plates put in. I was like, I knew what was going, and they wouldn't listen to me. It was almost 5 weeks. And then I had to wait to have the surgery too. So
I didn't know that about spine doctors.
yeah. If one doctor has touched you, they won't touch unless the doctor's dead. If he's still working, they won't touch you.
Yeah, it's all about liability and oh my God.
Because they don't know if you're going to blame them for the first thing, the first surgery messed something up, or so they won't go in. Wow. Which really sucked for me. But I mean,
I was just going to say the same thing, Angela. You have to be your own advocate.
Yeah, you really do. You have to pay attention to your own body. So that's what this is. If anybody ever wonders, I actually have 3 plates in my neck. So.
Oh, we have matching scars. I have a scar there too.
Yep, I had it done twice. The first time it didn't leave a scar like it did, but you couldn't tell. This one, yeah, you can tell really, really a lot.
Yeah, I just had like an infected lymph node or something. They went in right here and went slice.
No, it's crazy because when they're doing it, your spine is actually right here, but they have to go in through the front when it comes to the neck area. The neck spine, this all this
push everything out of the way
through the front. So what they literally have to do is once they go in, they have to move your whole like larynx and everything over.
Wow.
And yeah, just to get in there. And let me tell you, the worst part about the whole surgery is that throat sore because of them moving it. That hurts more than anything.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Yeah, literally. And then come to find out they dropped me during surgery because I woke up and I'm like, okay, they're working here, right? How did I have the biggest bruise right here? I'm like, what happened? Oh, they dropped you.
Off the gurney?
Yeah, during surgery, they dropped me.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it, but they had dropped me.
When you got your neck all opened up, you don't want to get dropped on that.
Oh my God. I was like, are you kidding me? They were like, no, but that's okay because everything was okay. You're all right. I'm like, you fucking dropped me, bitch.
Well, it does explain a lot.
Yeah, I know, right? But anyways, yeah. So, and then of course I won't take pain pills because, I got the kids and everything. Even then I still had just Max. When I had my second one, I had Max. I had Jesse still with me and Kehlani. So I didn't take any pain pills. And then I was back to work within 2 weeks.
Women are so tough. I mean, if that happened to a guy, he'd be like, oh my God, I'm dying.
Well, I was supposed to be out for 3 months. That's what the doctor recommended, but I told him.
And a guy would have took all every day of that 3 months.
No, I know. Well, trust me, I would have, except for they took so long to diagnose it and give me that MRI that my short term had already expired. So I was literally only on 66% of my paycheck.
No.
And I couldn't keep up with my bills at 66% of my paycheck. I needed the full 100. But after that 6 weeks of the 100%, it goes to 66.6%. So being that I couldn't afford it, I had no choice but to go back to work. And literally I would have to, because I do data entry, they had like a wall where the cubicles are. I would have to sit against it and hold my neck up like this.
Oh my God.
Because I was in so much pain. And do that every 45 minutes. Just do that and walk around. Wow. It hurt so bad. And to this day, I still have pain. Every day that I wake up, I'm still in pain. I mean, it's not as excruciating. And some days are worse than others, depending on how stressed I am. But I can work now, I can walk, and I'm thankful that I'm alive, but it's so painful. And I knew it. I knew that having 3.
Jose's saying, hello, beautiful. So I don't know.
Hi, Jose.
I think he's talking to all 3 of us. What do you think?
I thought he was talking to me.
Adam. Hi, Scott Smith. Anywhere in Florida, stuff from England. What do Dave Flowers? How are you?
Addie, does your neck hurt from working all those years?
Yeah.
Because my neck is a killer from doing this all day long.
Yeah, no, mine was actually just a herniation in between the the things. So
yeah, I wonder what my spine looks like. It's probably crab meat.
yeah,
Hey, Adam.
I don't know. It really, really hurt. Hi, Tim.
Hey, Adam.
But it's just, I mean, every single day, there's never going to be a day that I don't have some sort of pain. It's just which day is worse. Like a lot of times right here, I can tell because it'll literally swell up to like right about here.
Oh, wow.
On both sides. And when it does that, the limitation in my neck becomes even more severe. And I literally cannot turn my neck more than like this. That'll be it. Yeah, right.
Isn't it horrible living with a crick in your neck, man? That's just horrible.
I literally, that's why it kills me when I have to look at something behind. That's as far as I can go. I can't turn any more than that. I have to turn my whole body. Hi, David.
That sucks, Edward.
My wife has a failed back surgery that gave her drop foot and she fell downstairs and broke her. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I'm so sorry, Edward.
They had to put in an artificial ankle? Damn.
Hi, Larry.
Hi, Kevin. Oh, okay. It's Andrew Armstrong. Thank you, Kevin. Because I won't
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. Everybody's coming in. CBD does help, but the thing is that I can't use it during the day because it does make me a little bit tired, and I have to be alert for my job because I'm literally juggling 50,000 things at once. So I can't be like a little bit loopy. So I can't even do it for work.
I fear.
There was one strain. Actually, I do have CBD flower, but again, I can't do that because it makes me tired. Except for they do have one strand of the CBD flower that I do like. It's the Hawaiian Haze. In the brand that I have, that literally one day gave me energy. I cleaned my whole house. I was shocked. I was like, I felt better and I could clean my whole house. But the thing is that it does, you know, after a while, I'm still going to get that little bit of tiredness and I can't have it during work.
Give some of that to Sophie when she comes over.
Oh, I have. That the day of the TFV 16 that we were drinking. Yeah, that's what we had. I was like, try this. She was like, oh, it's not doing anything for me. When she left, I was like, it's doing something. I mean, it really relaxes you. That's pretty much it. It relaxes you. It relaxes like your body and it just helps.
It's a godsend for a lot of people.
Yeah, no, I wish I could, but being with the job that I have, there's no way. If I was only doing data entry, it's one thing, but being that I have to be on alert, I've got 3 different underwriters throwing stuff at me 3 different ways. I've got 2 different managers that are throwing stuff at me for my 3 underwriters, all different ways. Literally, I worked this week. There was 3 days, even though we were off Monday, there were 3 days that I worked over 11 hours. And I was exhausted, like exhausted. Just
yeah, I don't know how you do that. You have patience of a saint.
It's not even patience. It's I got to do it. And I need the money, so I'm not going to say no.
I mean, you have so many bosses and so many people feeding your work. It's got to be super frustrating.
It is. It's frustrating when they don't listen to you or when they doubt you, because I come from a background of rating and data entry. So when they're like questioning stuff like that, I'm like, hello, that's what I did for 13 and a half years. I know what I'm talking about. And then you hear them go, well, let me check with somebody else. That frustrates me. It's like, don't trust me. I'm going to just say shit just to say it. I'm wasting my breath. No. Hi, Dante. How you doing, sweetheart? Anybody else I missed saying hello to, please say hello again. Hi, Deb22. Mandalorian, I said hi to you. I think I got everybody. Oh, Addie Tooney, hello, how are you?
Hi, Wendy, I love you.
I love you. CBD juice in a nutshell. Well, it doesn't have any THC, but it helps with like depression. It helps mellow you out. It helps with some pains, not all pains, but like if you have like arthritis or like carpal tunnel, sometimes it'll lessen that pain. It's not going to take it away, but it's going to lessen it for you. I never say that it's going to be a healer because it's not. But that's basically what it is.
Some people say crazy coils. Some people say it's a miracle worker, and some people say, So
yeah.
it's a
It's just for
fraction.
me being that if I kept going at it, I would probably get over that tiredness and get used to it. But the thing is that I don't have time to actually try to get that amount of time in. Yeah, inflammation, pain. Sometimes it doesn't always, it'll reduce it, but it's not going to take it away fully.
Hi, Rick Martin. Oh, I mean, a lot of pain management doctors are prescribing that now too.
Yeah. I mean,
I
it's
don't know.
not, it's, yeah, see, Kristen, it makes you tired, but you have to like, especially for like CBD flower and stuff like that, you have to continue it. If you're doing even the tinctures, which are the ones that you put on your tongue, you have to continue with it. If you're not doing it every single day, then you're going to get more, more tired. Actually, I think that they have on some of these websites, Sean, they have CBD that you can mix with. I don't know anything about that. I haven't gotten it.
I
so
wouldn't
can't
take a
speak
chance
on
on vaping any of the CBD out there because there's so many people that don't have the technical knowledge to do it safely.
it. Yeah.
I would just do tinctures or the candies. I wouldn't vape it, but that's just my opinion.
It's like we're already putting something into our lungs. Why add something else into your lungs?
Yeah. I mean, for the flower is not bad, and it actually comes with all the information about it. They don't just give you the CBD flower in here. It comes with all the information about it, all the testing that's been done. It even comes with a letter that you can carry with you on what it is, just in case you're stopped. So it comes with a whole bunch of stuff. But it's got to be a reputable company. It's not just any, Tom, Dick, and Harry kind of mom and pops. It's got to be a reputable company. But no, I love the flowers actually work for me better than the tincture.
Well, River Supply Company, they sell it,
Yeah, I know. I just never thought to get into that. Maybe I should though.
I mean, you got to do a lot of studying up on it before you can attempt it, just because the stuff that you mix it with is different than the PG and VG.
Right.
So you got to know what you're doing, that you're going to be
exactly.
And
I'm not into that. I'm just into the VG nicotine. Thank you very much.
It really scared me, with vitamin E acetate and how all these manufacturers came out, and it's like so many of them didn't have a clue. It was scary.
Yeah.
That's why I say just do the tinctures or the candy.
Yeah, but the good thing is that you can tell with the CBD flower, of course, it's like a flower, it's a bud. So you can't really, it's not an oil because it's a bud. It's a dry bud. But for anything else, I don't know. I would always, anything that you have that's CBD, always look for any inkling of oil in it. Even though it's not THC, which THC is what they were putting the acetate in because it would get you even higher, or it would make more of it so that you can get high, which was the purpose of the THC. Because it's medical marijuana, CBD or something. I don't know. It was something like that. It was supposed to be a legal version, but whatever.
That's Ghost Vapes is asking, will it show up on a drug test? If you're going into the Olympics, yes, it will show up on a drug test. So you have to get one that is like
it's
way
gotta
more
be below a 0.3 or
0.003 or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
They have brands out there that you can get that have 0 or whatever the lowest amount that.
Yeah, 0.003.
0 is the 0.003 or 0.3. Yeah.
And then you have to look for something like that if it means your job.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it if you were working. I wouldn't. I mean, if you were getting tested.
That's part of retirement, man. Yeah.
Yeah, wait till you're retired.
Here I come.
Yes.
Take it all in.
It's so amazing that it's legal here. I mean, when I walked into the first shop, I'm like, my jaw just dropped to the floor. Like you could just buy anything you wanted. Oh my God.
Wow, that's freaking awesome, really, honestly. If I'm going to be at all honest, let me just say that's freaking amazing.
It is amazing. And
but see, even for me, I wasn't smoking the other stuff when I was younger.
Back in a minute.
For me, it actually just made me go to sleep. So I never got nothing out of it, but literally I would just pass out. I would just be like, oh, it's done. And then it would be gone and there was no point in it. So I never really did the other stuff. I'm not going to name it on here because I don't want to get my video taken down.
I'll be quiet.
No, I'm just saying I don't want to mention the other word. We're taking one at a time. That's good, Annie. Glad to hear. Yeah, I'm taking one. Tiny metal trees. I'm vaping. That's nice. I don't know why you're here then, but okay. Let me see. I used to trim 30% THC buds. Yeah. All right. So we're going to get off of that topic because I do not want to get my channel struck and I definitely don't want to have my video taken down. So we're going to stop all those comments just in case, because I thought it was just a random question that I was answering, but we got a little bit too much into it. Yeah, exactly, Ricky.
But and when I inspected your flavor stash, you're up to 490 flavors.
I know. I know I have some that are messed up in there, which was really, but I don't know which ones they are. And I would have to go through every single one.
It took me years to get up to that many.
Really?
Yeah.
It's almost been a year for me. Almost.
I mean, for the first couple of years, all I did was TFA. I didn't ever even branch out. And then I branched out to Capella.
Yeah, but back then, wasn't it to where they really recommended one over all the others at first? And then it was like, oh, well, we found a couple of flavors in this brand.
Yeah, that's about how it was.
People you probably had a lot of the drams from Loran's too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I only got the few, like there was like 3 that you had
bubble gum.
You know, so. But
I think I only have like 2 flavors from Loran. No, I have 2. I've got cheesecake and I've got cream cheese icing.
Awesome, Steve. Steve got his game changer today.
Oh, right on.
Gosh, really? Awesome, Steve. Where the hell did the thing go? I'm not Steve.
Deb22 wants to know if if VSO has running a code during your show.
VSO, yes. It's at any time. If you just do Wendy Vapes, all caps, you get 17% off automatically. I didn't see.
Biscuit and Mixin', his name is Steve.
Oh, well, stop confusing me.
I know, he confused me too.
Okay, well, I don't have a game changer, and every time you say that, the only thing I think of is the launcher tank, because that was a game changer for me.
Is what?
It was a game changer for me. The sub-ohm tank, the launcher, the one that
yeah.
You change the coils by the top.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to take it apart or anything. You just take off the drip tip, you unscrew the drip tip, you take it out, you dump out your coil, you put the other one in, put your drip tip in, and it's done.
That's a game changer.
No leaking.
Kristen, they're talking.
Actually, have it on here.
It's a homogenizer, a handheld homogenizer that mixes the e-liquid. It shreds all the molecules, and so it makes it so that you don't have to steep your juice because it's all homogenized.
Yeah, that's it. It's a homogenizer.
I keep saying the same word because it's homogenized.
You know what's funny? If you go and you look at a gallon of milk, it says that too, if it's the red label.
That means it doesn't separate.
Yes.
Because it's homogenized.
Yeah. But the red label milk, the full milk, not 1% or 2%, but the full fat, it's homogenized. Bet you didn't know that? That's the only homogenizer I get. Hi, Ronald. How you doing, sweetie?
Hi, Ronald.
Thank you, hippie.
I have no idea who owns this mixing station behind me, Tetley, but it sure is pretty cool. It's
fascinating, isn't it?
It's like they just opened up a closet and put a desk in it.
Yeah.
And then put all the racks on the closet doors. And then you would just have to close the doors and it would be gone, disappeared. It's perfect.
Trying to figure
out. Good night, Coco. Love you.
Night, Coco. She goes to work, I think, right? What the blue tip flavorings are.
Oh, the blue tip, those are VSO, aren't they?
Yeah, must be.
Those are all VSOs. Look,
I know.
VSO's already there.
I'm so jelly.
But yeah. Misconduct vapor. Yeah. The ones that have the 5 stars, I don't know why nobody else tried the other flavors. A lot of them, if you look, they have comments and people really liked it. They just never rated it. So for anybody in the chat, if you've tried any of my flavors and you really liked them, can you please rate them with the star rating? Because people actually look them up by star ratings, and if they're not, then people won't find it, and then it looks like my stuff sucks, but it doesn't. They're really good, every single one of them.
Someone's begging for stars.
I'll do star for star.
Wendy does have skill. I was saying something to DeMillan Saturday about, you've been on a roll.
Heck yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen any of the recipes that I have up that have been bad. I really, and I'm not saying that to toot my own horn, but a lot of them we've done as collaborations and they've turned out absolutely wonderful, so I mean, that's all I'm saying, that they're all good. Just put a 5-star.
Kristen's giving you stars.
Rate them honestly. No, I was just kidding about the 5 stars. Rate them honestly, but do rate it and leave a comment.
I even called you an idiot servant.
Night, Sean. Thank you so much for being here.
What are you putting the garlic flavoring on your lips now?
No, I'm putting on chapstick.
Oh.
The lipstick gets drying.
If you did the VSO garlic, maybe it would keep your bosses away, your manager.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That with the onions. What? Yes, that's going to be really great. I hope you like it, Misconduct. I see. Oh, you guys should try Mullenberry Cactus Cupcake. One shot is really good. I'll wait, but I'll think about it, okay?
I think I have that one.
All right, so let's go ahead, just in case anybody watches this on the replay. I do want to go over, we're going to go over like the basics of mixing 101. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So the first thing that I want to talk about, and we're going to take questions after we get through this part, but not during. So if I miss your questions, I'm sorry. I just want to get through this part because I'm getting so many questions and a lot of people are skipping the basics. So I want to start from the beginning, and that's because I learned from the beginning. With the help of DeMillan, with Addie, with Fresh, they really came through for me and really helped me out, and I really appreciate it. So the first question that I asked was, what do I need to get started? And what I mean by that is not what flavors do I need to get started. What do I need is my base that when I get flavors, I can start mixing. So we're going to go over the first item. And this is, to be honest, even Addie went and got one and he hasn't had one ever. And he's been mixing for years and he noticed how much better and more accurate he is. You're going to need a scale. Now, Liquid Barn does have this scale. This is where I got it. I went to Liquid Barn and I bought their scale kit. The scale kit came with either 4 or 5 or 6 bottles, that you can use. So the scale is the first thing that you need. Now, your first purchase, and DeMillan has it, your first purchase of the scale is going to be the most expensive part of the whole DIY, but it's going to be long-term. You don't have to purchase a scale every month. You're just going to purchase a scale one and done, and you're done. So this is going to be your biggest purchase. You can also purchase it on Amazon as well. This is the AWS. Oh my God, I was 901.
501B.
LB 501.
501. LB 501 by AWS. Now, if you go on Liquid Barn, they have it right there for you. So that's the first thing that I suggest. So you would go to liquidbarn.com. You would purchase this. While you're at Liquid Barn, the next thing is going to be for the LB 501. The next purchase I'm going to recommend is going to be starting with a base. The reason why I'm saying this is because if you're brand new to this, you will, if you're new to this, this is going to be the easiest way. You can learn to make base later. You can learn to mix your own, VG, PG, and nicotine later. But to get started, I recommend this because of the fact that if you're mixing and you're not taking care of what you're doing and you're playing with nicotine, it can literally burn your skin. It can do damage, and you don't want to get into that, especially not at the beginning. So what you want to do is you want to get yourself some base. I tend to go with Liquid Barn because that's where I started, but you just get base. You can pick your nicotine level, and what it's going to show is it's going to show a point, like for 3%, it shows 0.3. For 6%, it'll be 0.6. So when you go over to Liquid Barn and you look up the 500 milliliter base, because they're going to have 2 different options, get the big one. It's just better. It's a better price for the amount that you're getting. It's like $8.99 if I'm not mistaken, or $10. And this right here has everything you need. It's got your VG, it's got your PG, and it's got your base. So all you have to do to start mixing is just add your flavors. So it makes it really, really easy. So these first two things are going to be your main things that you're going to get first. The third thing that I recommend getting is going to be bottles, which you can go on to Dropper Bottles. What is it? Dropperbottles.com.
Yeah.
You can go on now if you want to try little bottles like these here, which you can message me separately. I bought these on eBay. These are 15 ml bottles, but these are because I don't know if I like it, so I don't want to make a lot. So I get 50 of these for, I think, $15. And that lasts me a while. And these are really good. So these are just 15 ml bottles though. And those I buy on eBay. And then the bigger ones I buy from Dropper Bottles.
These are Dropper Bottles ones.
Yeah, that's one of the kinds. The other kind is like these. These are from Dropper Bottle. These are 60 ml bottles. So that's the three main things. So let's go ahead and go over it one more time. So we're going to go, first thing is going to be your scale. You want your scale to be able to measure in grams, and it has to have the 10th, it's the 10th decimal, right? 100th decimal.
Two places past the decimal.
So it's got to be a decimal and two numbers. So it'll be like 0.01 or 0.02. You have to have two spaces after the decimal. Number two part of this is going to be to get you some base, which that means it's already got the VG, the PG, and the nicotine already mixed. Later on, once you've started mixing a while, you can bring it up in chat and we'll show you how to make your own base. And then that'll be your next like growing step to do. But right now I want you to concentrate on getting the base already, getting your scale, and then getting your bottles because you need bottles to put it in. Now I recommend when you're starting out, which if you're starting out to do DIY, you've got bottles everywhere. You've got e-liquid everywhere. Use those bottles, take off the tops. They come off pretty easy. You can also from, I think you can even get it like on eBay or Amazon or something like that. These are bottle openers. So I've got one here. It's just, and it helps you open up your bottles, or you can use like a flathead screwdriver or something like that. So that way you can open up your bottle. So it'll open up this bottle. It'll open up, where's my 100 mils? It'll open up these big 100 ml bottles and then just take off the stickers and just wash them out. The best way I wash them out is with some dish soap and water in a bowl, dish soap and water, and I put vinegar, white vinegar in it as well. And I let the bottles soak there for like 10 minutes. And then I wash them out, you know, getting all the bubbles out and everything, but make sure that they're dunked in. So you've already got bottles to start with if you look around your house. I promise you, you've got a minimum of 10, and they're probably the big ones.
Yeah.
Because you're always buying in bulk. So that's the first, that's the first section. Once you've got that, then you can start ordering your flavors. Now here's where, yeah, the little bottles for Deb, I'm telling you right now, I literally washed out so many. I have them still in the colander in there. I washed these out. For the price, these I throw out. I'm not going to sit there and play with, I mean, I've got over 50 of them. I'm not going to, because I ran out, I had to get more. So I'm not going to wash all these. Sometimes if I'm in the mood, I will, but for the most part, no, but the bigger ones I do. Okay, thank you so much, Swaggy, for being here. So yes, the tool that comes with the Blotto RTA might also work. I haven't tried that one, but thank you, Hippie. Now, the next thing is you want to learn ELR. So we've already got the first part started. Scale, everybody write it down. Scale, the base, those two with some bottles, because they give you starter bottles. That's from liquidbarn.com. Okay. No, I'm going to get to that, Crazy Coils. That's not even here yet. I'm going to get to that.
Type that in.
Yeah, no, we're going to go over all of this because I want to get this out of the way because I get so many questions, and I don't mean out of the way in a bad way. I mean out of the way because I don't want any confusion. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to be sharing my screen. I have to make this bigger. And again, I'm not going to be able to be active in chat because I'm going to have my screen shared. I'm going to have to close everything down. But I am going over everything, including ELR. So give me a moment and we're going to go ahead and do that. No problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let me just put all my porn away. Just kidding. I already put that away before the show.
Got it.
So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, screen. There we go. Share. Addie, you're going to have to tell me if it looks good or not, okay? Yeah, Harry, I know that Liquid Barn won't ship to New York, but most places won't. You would have to look at other companies that I'm going to be showing you online now.
Or you can telephone a friend and have it.
Yeah, have it shipped to them and then have them ship it to you. That's
over to you.
But that unfortunately, you're gonna have to do it, yourself. Let me just make this bigger. Addie, ooh.
That looks, ooh.
What about here?
That looks good to me, but I don't know how it looks like out on the internet.
Okay, can you ask chat? Chat, how's this look? Can you guys see it?
I'm watching chat for you. Phone a friend, Kristen says.
Phone a friend.
Ooh,
let me know if they can see it.
Wendy's nasty comments.
You can see it. You should blow it up some more.
It's really nice.
Do they need it blown up more?
Yeah, because
it looks good. Some people say it's a little small.
How about now?
More.
Okay, I'm not going bigger than this because I feel like I'm in the computer right now.
A little bit more.
I can't because then I'm not going to get anything on the screen.
Okay, right there. That's good enough.
Okay, good. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the main website. This is the main, whenever you log into, and here's the website, e-liquid-recipes.com. Addie's going to put that in chat so that you can see it. You're going to come up with a whole bunch of recipes. At this point, this is where you can actually scroll down, look at all the different names of the recipes. The star rating is here on the right, where you can actually see how many stars it has. You can also, what do you call this? You can also sort it. Like if you want to do it by recipe, you want to do it by time and day, you want to do it by ratings, you can actually do that as well. The next thing that you can do is you can actually search. So say, for instance, I want to do blueberry. If I do that and then do, well, with a Y, it'll read it anyway. Do blueberry, do a search. It's going to come up with anything that has to do with blueberry. And then again, if you want to, you can actually sort it by rating. Can you guys see with this thing here? I don't know if you can see move that over.
I think you got to write blueberry though, don't you?
No, I got blueberry and it works. You can do partial names. Unless you're doing an actual name of a recipe, you can put in blueberry. Everything here has to do with blueberry, blue, anything like that. So here you go. And then if you want, you can go by star ratings. The only thing is that a lot of times these recipes, people are making them, they're liking them, they're commenting them, but they're not they're not rating them. So what I suggest doing is, say for instance, you want to see this blueberry cheesecake milkshake sounds amazing to you. Click on it, let the recipe come up. And what I do is I go under the recipe and I look for comments. This comments and also like a section here that'll tell about the flavor being made. So I always look for that. If there aren't any comments and I don't see any star rating, I usually don't make it. That's just my personal way of doing it. Like say for instance, Tommy V. Tommy V has a 5-star rating, but no comments. But Tommy V actually probably rated it himself. So
Ricky Martin wanted to remind us that you can also search for your favorite e-liquid, and there might be a clone out there.
Yes. We'll get there. So that's how you look at that. That's got the star ratings. There's no comments in here. That's how I can tell that he probably rated it for himself, which he did. So what you want to do is, like, I personally like to write something about what I'm doing, what I'm making. Like for my blueberry smoothie that I just made this weekend, I'm putting it in here. I'm putting why I put it together, what I put it together, and what it's supposed to be. Because a lot of times it's got a funny name, but you don't even know what it is. You don't know if it's a cake. You don't know if it's a candy. You don't know if it's a drink. You don't know what it is because of that. Now, can everybody still see my screen?
I can see it. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the next thing would be, so that's how you find your recipes. Now you can also create recipes, but before I show you that, I want to show you this right here. You see this word here that says resources? This is going to be your savior place. This is going to be the place that you want to remember. This is going to give you a lot of information. Number one, you've got a flavor list. So you can actually look up different flavors on how to spell it, how it's entered in, because if you don't enter it in correctly, you'll get a comment saying that you have to put it in correctly, because they do tally up how many recipes per different flavor. So you want to make sure of that. It's got a flavor warning list. Never really had to look at that. Blacklist. It's got, stuff like that, and also support ELR and Patreon if you want to go ahead and do that, because they do so much for the community. Go to the resource page. That is definitely key. What this is going to do, and this is going to help no matter if you're in the US, you're in Australia, you're in the UK, this is where it's going to help. Number one, it's going to have a tools page, which we'll go over sometime later on in the future. Vaping abbreviations. This is really going to be key if you're first starting to learn about the different flavors. The vaping abbreviations are going to help you, whether it's say TPD or TFA, TPA, FW, that's going to give you information here. So vaping abbreviations is definitely going to get you started. The next important one is going to be here, shops. So under the shops, this is under USA. If you go down, these are the shops in the UK. These are actually online places that carry liquid concentrates for you to do your mixing. And look, Europe is on here, Canada's on here. It's got everything that you need on this page. This page is like a godsend to me. Flavor Jungle. If you use Flavor Jungle, if you put in this, you're going to get 10% off. For DIY e-liquids, for your first order, you can get 15% off using this coupon code. The one that I use the most is actually for Liquid Barn, which I always forget to do. Liquid Barn, right here, use that code, you get 15% off. Bull City Flavors is where I usually buy a lot of my flavors, other than the first setup, and I always use this one. So again, if there's a coupon code and you need to know where to buy your flavors, because I always hear, hey, where do you buy the flavors? This is where. For dropper bottles, which is the place that I told you that they have bottles and things like that, it's got a coupon code. It's right here. So anything that you need is here. Okay. So that's why this resources tab is definitely your first stop resource. Abbreviations. It's going to give you, it'll give you a guide if you want it, or you could just take mine. This is my main thing. Me personally, I came here for this and for the abbreviations to learn. And then you can go back to the homepage, just clicking e-liquid recipes. It'll bring you right back to the homepage. And if there's somebody that just put in a recipe, it's going to be right here, because it's going to take it from the most recent all the way down and let you sort it. Now, when you're creating a recipe, you're going to click on create a recipe. You have to name it. So you can name this anything you want.
Yeah, I think I saw Karen Seabolt back there on the main page.
Yes, Karen Seabolt has recipes. Amber has them. Wendy L has. A lot of people from chat actually have recipes here. So the first thing that you want to do is you're gonna pick how much are you making. If you get the small bottles like I have, you can just change this to a 15. If you're gonna make 30 mils, then you just change it to a 30. You can manually do it or with the up and down. The next one is gonna be your desired nicotine strength. This is really important, because are you making 3 milligram? Are you making 6 milligram? Now, when you're doing this, you're going to do it based off of the milligram that you have in your base. Your base that I showed you before that you can get from Liquid Barn is going to be an 80-20 base with the milligram that you want. Like mine is 3, so I would change this to 3. Now, again, the base is 80-20. So your PG is actually going to be 20. That'll automatically change your VG, because the VG PG of the base liquid that we have is 80-20, 3 milligram nicotine. This next section here, you're going to input the same stuff as on top. So you're going to put in 3 milligrams here. You're going to do the same thing here, put the 20, and then this will auto-populate. The next thing you have to do is click this little checkbox. What that's going to do is it's going to gray everything out, and it's actually going to make it ready for you to mix. Now, when you go to save your recipe, this is very, very, very important. You can mix it. You can do everything here. But until this bar is green, you can't save it. If you do, it's going to wipe everything out once you click that save button.
Yeah,
so
everybody's done that. It's really frustrating.
And let me tell you something, you're going to do it. Everybody out there that's new to doing this, you're going to do it. You're going to do it at least 5 times minimum, because we've all done it. So what you need to do is say, for instance, I'm going to save this recipe, even though I'm not saving it right now, but if you want to save it, you have to uncheck this and then turn it back to 100, 100. It has to be that way. Once you do that and you have your flavorings, this is going to turn green. You see green?
Yep.
Green means go. Red means stop and figure out what the hell went
Yellow
wrong.
means go very, very fast.
Yes, exactly. So now you can also mix leaving that 100, 100. If you feel like you're going to make a mistake, you're going to lose your recipe. It will be a couple digits off, but it's not a really big amount off. This is like doing it by hand, that type of off percentage. It's not massively off. I've noticed because I've tried it both ways. It's not really off too much, but for me, I like to keep it this way so I don't forget to save it. And I've been doing this almost a year. So again, if you're new, you can go ahead and put those in, or you can leave it like this.
And
now,
Angel wanted to reiterate that, you know, a good way to, like, when you buy your base and you buy your flavorings, it's good to go to ELR and find a recipe that sounds good to you and just buy those 5 or 6 flavorings to start out.
But we're going to get to that. I want to show about this first. We're going to take the questions and comments at the end so that we don't get off track for the people that are watching the replay that are trying to follow along. But so here we are, we're doing the beginning of this recipe, and then we're going to do add flavor. When you add the flavor, you just start typing in the flavor that you have. Now, this is the part where I'm going to need you, Addie, to hold up a bottle.
Sugar cookie, Wonder Flavors.
Okay, so now on that bottle, it's sugar cookie. And then he said it's Wonder Flavor. So I'm going to type in sugar cookie and I'm going to look for the Wonder Flavor like this right here. So that's the one I'm going to pick. Now the number that populates as your percentage is actually going to be the median, the middle mark of what the average mixer is using. This doesn't mean that you have to stay at that amount. You can go lower, you can even go higher, but I recommend not going over the median as a beginner. You can always add to your flavors, but you can't take away. So
and we screwed up because it's brown sugar cookie. It's supposed to be regular.
Yeah. Sorry. That was yep. And I never do that, but okay. I'm doing that today because I'm actually showing it. Sugar cookie. Sometimes you have to do this. Wonder Flavor, Wonder Flavor, Wonder Flavor.
It's a new flavor, so there's probably not going to be. So if you type in WF, yeah.
Yep, there we go. Sugar cookie, Wonder Flavor. Sorry. Okay, so the recommended percentage or the median percentage is 2%. So that is going to be one of our things. Now we can take it down, we can take it up, but I wouldn't go over what is suggested here as a beginner. I would go under, if anything, but never over, just as a beginner. You can always do that later, or if you want to, you can do that. But just remember, this is not like regular math. You know how 2 + 2 = 4? Well, with flavors and taste, 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4. It can actually equal yuck. So the higher that you think that you're putting the flavorings, you think you're going to get more flavor. It's not necessarily going to happen that way. So start with the median or under, but don't go over it, especially as a beginner, until you start playing with flavors, because you can add it later. Say the second one that I'm adding is, Addie, hold up another one.
Wonder Flavors buttermilk.
Really? You're going to do Wonder Flavors for everything?
Well, they're right here.
So we've got buttermilk, Wonder Flavors right there. Now, if you see this number next to the actual flavor, that's how many recipes are using this flavor. So you've got 167 recipes made out of this buttermilk flavor. So the median that comes up is 1. Again, this is the middle range of what all the mixers that are, the 167 mixers that are using this flavor are using. Now, you do have to have a minimum of 2 flavors. If you don't, this will, it won't let you save it. Not as a public. It'll let you save it as private, but not as public. So you have to have a minimum of 2 flavors in order to save it. Now we have our flavors there. I have it set at 100, 100. I've unchecked the use vape ready nicotine. I can save it because my bar is green. Now let's go over to this part, because once you save it, I'm going to go ahead and save this so you know what it looks like when it's saved. This is what it looks like when it's saved. So now it's saved. This is the number that you're going to be looking at for your total base. So that base that I told you that you're going to get from Liquid Barn, that's the grams that you want to enter in. This is your gram level right there. So this is actually the amount of grams that you're going to put in. So when you have your scale and you have your bottle, you're going to go ahead and you're going to zero it out. And then you're going to go ahead and fill up the bottle up to 35.56 of your base. That's the VG, the PG, and the nicotine all mixed together. Again, this is for beginners. Now for your flavorings, buttermilk, for the wonder flavors, you would actually enter in 0.30. So you're going to put in the flavor up to 0.30. Now, if you go like 0.31, 0.32, don't have a heart attack. It's okay. It's not going to do anything to the flavor. It's when you take it instead of 0.3, you're doing 1. That's a mistake. So definitely be careful when you're using this, especially for the first time. Some bottles are squeezy, some bottles aren't. So your buttermilk, you're going to actually put in 0.30. Your sugar cookie, you're going to put in 0.60. So you're just going to go ahead and fill the bottles, which when we do the next recipe that we're going to do, DeMillan is going to be showing her down low of her filling the bottles. And that way you can see using the recipe, whatever we come up with, because I'll make it public so that you guys can go online and you can look at it at the same time that we're mixing. You can actually see where we're getting it from. And then on the bottle here is going to be your totals, of course, but this is actually where we look a lot. We look at the total percentage of flavors. If this said anywhere from, 12 and up, you want to check your flavors because it's got a lot of flavors in it. Unless you're using a lot of different flavors. Like if you're using 8, 9 flavors, you might get up to that. But you always want to check this and then just check your numbers again because you might have put a number in wrong. Just make sure that your percentage is right. It's also going to show you your VG-PG ratio. Now, using some flavorings that have VG in it, this might vary a little bit. So if it showed 1783, it's okay. It's still like a 2080 or an 80-20. You don't have to worry about it because it's only a couple digits off, and that's because some of the flavors will include VG. So that is pretty much it. And then of course it's already saved. If you find a recipe that you do want to make, but you need to adjust it because right away when you look at it, we'll go ahead and pull one real quick. I'm going to go ahead and pull this first recipe. I hope everybody's staying with me here. I don't want this one. This one has like 80,000 things on there. Let's try something with something.
That's a lot of flavorings.
I know. This one's good. That other one, it was like, oh, hell no. Now, for me personally, if I was going to make this because I want to make it, this is a 70-30 recipe. I have my base of 80-20. So I know I'm going to have to adjust that. Another thing is I really, really like this flavor. So I'm either going to go above 30 milliliters, or maybe I want to make a tester bottle of 15. So I know that I want to adjust this. You're going to click on this blue little tool right here, and you're going to go adapt this because you're going to adapt it so that you can make it for yourself. Go ahead and reword it if you want to. You can put a tester. And then you're going to do the same thing we did for the other recipe. Like for me, if I'm making a tester, I'm going to put 15. I'm going to put my nicotine. I'm going to put in my base. I have 80-20. You can also do the rest of these, like match it up like I told you, doing use vape ready nicotine. But don't forget to uncheck that and mark this 100-100 when you go to save it.
Yeah.
Very, very important. So for me as a beginner, I would recommend leaving it, but that's just my recommendation. You can change it. So now I know I need orange cream TPA and orange creamsicle cap. And so this really looks good. Actually, I might have to save this one. But so you're going to look at the percentages. If you want to adjust them, this is where you would actually adjust them, but you don't have to. The only main reason why I came in to adapt this was for this and for my base, my 80-20 and my nicotine. I don't have to adapt anything else. Now when down here, you're going to use this as your base. You're going to use this for the orange cream. All these are in grams. And this is what you're going to put on, measure in your scale, making sure to tare, T-A-R-E, tare in between your flavorings to make sure that it's zeroed out before you start the next flavor. So that's what I have so far. So now I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. And now we can do some questions and then I'll give more information as soon as I can open this up. Open. Is that going to open me? No, that took me down. I think it won't open up. Where are you? It's usually right here. Oh, stop sharing. Maybe that'll work. There we go. Okay. So anything that you want to ask about ELR, not about where, you know, the flavorings, how to pick the flavorings and stuff like that, but from ELR for the recipe entry, the resource, and things like that. Any questions? I know, Brandy, right? So any questions on that? I don't know if any came in while I was showing it.
No, I've been watching.
Okay. So far, everybody's good with that?
Annam's drinking.
Can you find a recipe on? Yeah. So there we are with that. Now, again, I was telling you how to find the recipes. When you're finding the recipes, what you want to do is you want to look at the flavors that they're using, and then you can order them. And when you're picking that out, I'm going to share again. I just want to make sure that everybody else is doing okay. Well, because I want to take it in like little steps. You know what I mean?
Baby steps, Dr. Bob.
So we got to do, okay. So say now I want to create a recipe. I really want to create this one. So we're going to go back. I really want this recipe. Yes, I do. Okay. So I found the recipe I want. I want to make this recipe, but I don't have any flavorings yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this right here. Orange cream TPA. So I know that when I go in, which by the way, if you hover over it, it'll tell you like the company name so that it'll spell it out for you. I know I'm going to want those. So I'm going to go into my resource page. I'm going to look for a company that sells the concentrates, and I'm going to look up orange cream TPA. Now, when you look up orange cream, there's going to be a whole bunch. If there's not, then it'll just come up by itself. But for orange cream, I think there's like 4 or 5 different flavors.
Can you copy and paste that?
You can, yeah, you can do that if you want, but I usually write them all down and then order later. I go through a few different recipes and I write them all down. Then I go on to Bull City's website and then I go and I find them all and then order them all instead of looking up each recipe. But that's just me, but you can do it this way too. And then of course you can go on to Bull City. I order it so often, it's going to come up right here. So I go into Bull City flavors right there. And then in your search bar, just go ahead and put it in there.
God, what was all those other tabs you had saved? That's pretty spicy.
I know. And then scroll down. And now TPA is also called TFA. That's why you want to go into the abbreviations. But TPA and TFA are the same exact thing. So orange cream TFA is the same thing as orange cream TPA. So you're just going to go ahead and order that. The next one on the recipe was Capella. Orange creamsicle, Capella. Copy that one. Let's go into that one. Go into search. There we go. Search that. And we're going to find that flavor and we're going to purchase that flavor. Now, another thing I really like about Bull City that I want to mention is whenever you see the stars, click on the reviews. Take a look at what other people were saying. It'll show you what their thoughts were or how they liked that flavor. I use this all the time. I always look up the reviews of any of the recipes that I'm dealing with. Not only that, some of them also have like a recipe on it using that flavor that you might want to write down. So like for instance, this one here, he just made it with 12%. Single flavor, 12%, that's what he used. So that was just a single flavor recipe that he's making. He's already telling you. This one here says very good creamsicle. It's good at 6%, or if you're mixing it with some 6 and 8%, 8% is a standalone, I know what I'm trying to say, or 6% is a combo mixed with something else, like maybe cream. So this is really good information. It really is, because you know that these people are mixing. There are some people that are new, but a lot of these reviews are actually by people that are really knowledgeable about mixing. So that's another helpful way of doing it. Another thing that you can do, well, we'll go over notes section some other time. That's what I'm going to stick with right now for today. So that's going to get us, you know, how to create a recipe, how to get started, what you need to get started, what you need to search for a recipe. And I recommend searching for a recipe that has some sort of description or comments under it, because that way you know what other people's feelings were. Not only that, sometimes people are subbing out flavors like they don't have, like a lot of times during our Monday live streams, we don't have those flavors either. So what we do is we'll go ahead and sub it. Like if we don't have a specific cream, we'll use a different cream, but we need to know like the variations of it. which you'll get down the line. But a lot of times in those comments under the recipes, it's already there for you. So it's really, really cool that you can actually look into that. There's so much information on ELR. There really is. Under that resources tab, under the recipes and the comments, you learn a lot. You really, really do. So I hope that this was actually helpful and informative, because now you know what you need to get started. We need the scale, we need bottles, we need base. Again, you pick your own nicotine, or you don't have to have nicotine. If you don't want nicotine, you don't have to have it, but you do want to buy your base. So this and the scale and some sample bottles are at Liquid Barn. Wash out the bottles that you already have. There you go.
And if you have kids, be super careful with the nicotine, because like your other household poisons.
Yeah, anything that you have, you want to keep it up on a shelf very high, or in a cabinet locked in a cool, dark place. You don't want it to be around kids or animals. You want to make sure that it's in a safe place, in a room that you have dedicated to just that you keep locked. Very, very, very important. Thank you, Mel. Love you, sweetie.
You know how kids are, they'll get at it,
Yeah, exactly. So be really, really careful about that. So I want to teach you the safety as well as the beginning stages. So any questions on what I went over today? Was that helpful, do you think? Because I've been getting a lot of requests to do like a separate tutorial video. And this to me is a little bit easier than having to schedule the time and try to create it and try to think of it and things like that.
I think it's great to go over this again.
Yeah. And then we do it like every couple months. We'll throw up like the ELR or something, but I think it was really time.
More vape bans and TMTA.
Yep.
Yeah, there's another.
I'm glad that you liked it, Dante. Thank you so much.
My chat stopped working. I gotta bring chat up again.
That's happened to me before. You're very, very welcome. So if anybody ever has any questions, you can reach out to Addie. You can reach out to DeMillan. Her real name's not DeMillan. You're never going to find her under that name. But you can reach out to me. If I can't handle you, I'll actually forward you over to DeMillan and have her contact you. If I can't do it, like I'm working or something, and maybe Addie's not available and you message me, I'll see if she can help you. But there's so many people. Tam Vapes is also available, which is Tammy something with a B. She's also in our group. You know who Tammy is. She's been on here how many times? But you can definitely reach out to any of us, and we're more than happy to help you. You can post the question in my group. Addie Tooney is now a member of the group because I forced him in. I actually invited him so that he would have to be there. Because I kept, every time I went to go search your name, I'm like, bitch isn't in here yet.
I wanted to add an extra tip that I saw in chat too, is that you could always add the flavor that you want to they have a shopping list.
Yeah, they do. The only thing is you add it there, and then you have to add it somewhere else, which is why I write it down, because my shopping list still has things that I bought from like 6 months ago. I forget to take them out.
That's true. You got to keep up on it, but yeah, mine is just like a big old bleh.
Yeah, you have all, and I never delete anything, but you can do it any way that is comfortable for you. Is what is going to work for you. Remember that. Just because I don't do it that way doesn't mean that you don't do that way. Just because DeMillan doesn't do it that way doesn't mean that you don't do it that way, because you know what? There's somebody out there that it's helping, because that's why that option's there. So if that's the way for you to do it, do it. Oh, I didn't tell you how to add your flavors. Very, very important.
Yeah, the
flavor. Any flavors that you buy, starting from the very first flavors, take my word for it. It's going to help you. Let me share my screen real quick. I knew there was a part that I really wanted to share.
And I didn't get to say goodnight to Deb. Sorry.
Okay, Deb, have a good night, sweetheart. Love you. Okay, so can you guys see again? Okay. Up here, once you register for this, you're going to have your page, your favorites, your favorite recipes, because you can go over here and just heart this and I'll save it in your favorites. That's another thing I forgot to show you. But this one here is most important, my flavor stash. Start putting in your flavors right from the get-go. That way, when you go to mix a recipe, you know if you have the flavors, and it'll automatically put it in alphabetical order for you, but you want to type it in correctly. You're going to be typing it in the same way that you're doing on the recipe. Once
avocado, you start yum.
I know. Once you start typing in the recipe, like cheesecake, you want to make sure that you're picking the right one, because there's a bunch of them. And pick from the drop down. Don't make your own. Very, very important. Don't make your own name. pick from one of them in the drop down. It's got to be there. If you're not finding it, put in the abbreviation of the maker, like Flavor West. It'll come up for you. But make sure that it's one that's already been created. Very, very important.
You can type in FW and then.
Second reason to do this, and this is really, really a cool reason. Yeah, and then it was there. The next thing that is really, really crazy is, say that you have 10 flavors. You only have 10 flavors in here. You don't know what you can make. There's a button right here, right here. You see where it says, what can I make? If you click on that, it's going to give you every recipe that you can make out of your flavors. Now, if it doesn't come up with any, that's because maybe you just need a couple extra flavors. You can check out recipes similar to what you want to make and see what they're using to add to your stash so that you can make different recipes. But once you click this, don't reload it. Just let it play. You're going to see this ugly guy.
How many it's going to find for you?
Yeah. I don't, if it's been finding a lot lately, but just let him go. His name is Sherlock Holmes. He's really, really cool. His smile might scare you, but it's okay. So right here, I have 6,712 recipes that I can make with my flavors.
Damn.
That's all?
No. That's all I can make. Now, the great thing about it is if you go and you do this and you see a name that you like over here, like this name here,
boo.
You can go ahead and click on it and add it to your favorite people. Watch. And then all you have to do, well, it's in my, you'll just put add follower. But anyway, I can't do it because of that. But I'm already friends with everybody here pretty much. Tommy V, I do not. Start following. See?
Vegetable soup.
I know. That's why I want to start following him. But see, we got Tommy V. So now I'm following Tommy V. And I'll also give their profiles on other pages, by the way, just letting you know. Just a little FYI. But anyway, so those are the main things I want to show you. But the most important part is that's gonna keep you organized is gonna be your flavor stash. Not only that, if you go to a recipe that you want to make, say for instance, I want to make, I don't know, give me one that I have something that I have all the flavors. All right, well, let me show you one that I don't have all the flavors. That autumn apples, I know I don't. All right, so here it's going to tell you you're missing ingredients. It'll let you know if you can make it or not just by this part here. You're missing ingredients. If you want to know what ingredients you're missing, click this little pound button. Everything that highlights is what you need to buy. Cool, right?
Very cool.
So now you know this is the recipe you want to make. Go ahead and put a heart on it to make it a favorite, so it'll save it in your favorites. You don't have to go searching for it. You don't even have to remember the name of it. And then this is where I was telling you, some people put notes on what they did. And then, of course, you'll have comments. Now here, the reason why I like the notes is because they're letting you know why they use certain flavors or what the flavor was they were going for. Sometimes they'll give you like, you can actually sub this out for this or that. It'll tell you how many days that you need to steep it for sometimes. But I think that it's really helpful when they put notes in my opinion.
Who's that mixer?
TBX12.
There's some intense notes there. That's awesome.
Yes, I love this. Look at that. I'm going to follow him right now. I just don't want anybody to know.
Oh, I recognize that name because they do a lot of flavor notes.
Yes.
That you'll see in the notes section. That's particular mixer.
Correct. But I absolutely love when they leave notes like that because it's so helpful. It really is. I just feel like, and there's nobody even following them. That's crazy. But yeah, so I like to go ahead and read those comments and read the story as to where they're coming up with. I personally like that. I think that it's great. Like I had one that I made. There was a watermelon surprise. And when I made it, it was my first all by myself recipe that I literally sat there forever trying to think out my flavor. I wanted to know what I was going to mix. So what I did was I actually put not a story, but where I was going with the flavors. So I'm like, if you like watermelon, you'll love this. Don't be scared of the culotta because there is some culotta in it. If it's there, but ever so slight that you wouldn't even know it if you didn't know. The lemon, lime, and kiwi complement the watermelon. So it's telling you why I've added these 3 flavors to my mix. It's telling you that it's just there to bring out the flavor of the watermelon. just a touch of super sweet. That's to help draw out the juiciness of the watermelon. The champagne, I feel, brings out the juiciness. It all brings that watermelon more to the front. The watermelon tastes natural. You can almost taste the seeds. This was my actual, like how I felt when I first mixed this. This was what I went through to develop this flavor. It's got a lot, but it's up to 15%, but that's because it has a lot of different parts to it. But everything played on each other. It wasn't like I said, okay, it's, I want to do a strawberry cheesecake. So I'm going to buy a strawberry and I'm going to buy a cheesecake and I'm going to make it. I mean, you can do that, but not all strawberries work together with the same kind of cheesecakes, or the cheesecakes don't necessarily work with the, so looking at other recipes and getting some ideas is really, really, really helpful. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm tired, because I'm always on ELR. I want to learn so that I can teach you. When I started this DIY, the reason behind the whole me starting this, if nobody knows or if people forgot, I did it for you guys. I did it for me now, but in the beginning, it wasn't for me. I really wanted to dedicate my time to actually figuring this out to help you guys. At the time, they were doing flavor bans and people were scared and they were messaging me that they were going to start smoking. And I got really upset about that, to the point that I said, you know what? I got to do something to help them. That's why I came on here. That's why I started to DIY with you guys. I learned myself with everybody, with all right along with all of you. So it's not something you can't do. It does take time. Don't try to rush the process. Just little by little, add to it, and you're going to get to where I'm at. And I'm not saying I'm here. I'm good, but I'm not.
Oh, you're there. You're there.
Yeah.
And kudos to your governor for shooting down.
Oh my God, can you believe it? Governor DeSantis, he shot it down, and the wordings that he used in the actual veto was amazing. He like literally spoke from our hearts, you know?
Wow.
So, oh, you're welcome, Dakota. But that is why I started this. It wasn't because I wanted to be part of the end, because trust me, ask Addie, ask the person that asked Ricky Martin. I was like, Ricky, I need to start it. And he started explaining. I was like, there's no way. I started looking up. I was like, oh my God. I got so overwhelmed. I was like, forget it, I'm not going to do it. And I was like, you know what? We're going to start baby steps. We're going to do this baby steps. So then I asked Fresh if he would be a part of it. He said yes. And then I asked Lumi, and of course, Addie came on, which I love him to death. I'm so glad that he could be here. Then DeMillan came on and, you know, gave her expertise. Tam Vapes has come on to share her expertise. Adam Palarzio, how do you say it? When I'm reading it, I can say it, but I can't say it off my head. When he came on, you know, everybody gives a little bit of their value, and it really helps out. That's why I want, you know, other people, not just me, but I want other people, because we get other ideas. We come together, we make recipes together, because she's got a thought, I got a thought, he's got a thought, and it just helps. It really works that way. So if you can, you know, mix along with us, that's great. If you're starting out, keep this video or this live stream, keep it saved to like your watch later or your saved videos, and just come back to it so that you can actually see the beginnings and learn about everything that we went through today. Okay, Adam. But I'm hoping that helped. I do want to make a recipe today before we have to let Addie go, because he's usually out of here at 9. So if we run a couple minutes over, I'm hoping we won't. But I do want to make a recipe, and I forgot the flavor that we want to make. Let me get my book.
What are we making?
I don't know. Something with the cottage cheese. Remember we said if we got the cottage cheese, we would make it. Do you guys have the cottage cheese?
I don't have it. DeMillan has it. Do it. Do it.
Did you get any of the SSA flavors?
No. That's okay.
Uh-oh.
You guys.
Oh, wait a minute. I got the other flavors. I got all the, oh, those are SSA. I'm like, I've got all these. No, but what about the Wonder flavors that I got last week? Hi, Rodin. Welcome to the recipe, and let's make it real quick. You're very, very helpful, Grawl. I know I was saying it right, but my didn't.
I wrote in. Yeah, I have all the Wonder flavors, the new stuff.
Okay, so let's think of one. Oh, you know what I want to make? Something with apricot, because remember, you guys, nobody, and it's VSO, I think I have the apricot, and I also have
Yeah, but
Yeah.
This is where your flavor stash comes in handy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to my flavor stash and find out what exactly.
we were going to
Yeah.
make Addie's recipe last week, but we didn't have a particular flavoring.
What was it?
Oh, the my baklava.
Oh, I don't think I ordered
Yeah, you
that
guys
one.
didn't have the sweet fried dough.
Oh, no, and I
I
don't think
but I
I
didn't have something
And-
else. I didn't have the honey.
Oh, the Wonder Flavors honey.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me find your
good.
recipe real quick. Oh,
But we were going to do something with bourbon, I think.
I have bourbon and honey.
What was that one with that you made with bourbon, Addie?
I have a really good one. It's peach apricot aged bourbon cream.
That's it.
That's it. That's what we want to make.
Oh, good.
Okay, so we got to find your recipe. Hold on.
I got to find
Do you have it on ELR?
Yes.
Okay, and that is called peach apricot VSO with bourbon cream.
Yep.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to show you guys the recipe, and then Millen's going to show how to make it. I'm going to adapt it while you're on the screen first to make it for me, because I have to adjust the milliliters that I'm making as well as the VG/PG ratio and the nicotine. So I'm going to show you that real quick, and then we're going to watch Millen actually put in the flavors. And I really hope this helps people. I really do, because I really wanted this to be as helpful as possible. Let me know when you can see it, Addie.
I can see it.
Okay, perfect. So this is Addie's, and you can follow him at Toonie. This is his recipe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adapt it because, again, I need to change the nicotine, the milliliters. So I'm going to make 15 mils. I'm going to put 3 milligrams of nicotine and change my VG/PG.
You can make a big one.
Huh?
Make a big one. It's yummy.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to make 60 mils here. Of 3 milligram and 80/20 VG/PG. I'm not going to change this because I always forget and then I'm going to mess it up. So here he put in 2% of aged bourbon cream, and that's from Wonder Flavor. He put in 2.4% of apricot, and he put 4.8% of peach VSO. VSO is a brand name, and this is super concentrated Wonder Flavors. So here what he did was, which I love him to do, he put a little note on here. Really nice peach apricot combo that contrasts great with the dark cream and medium strong top shelf bourbon note. I keep remixing this one. VSOflavors.com uses a couple different extraction processes to make some of the best fruit flavorings in the game. So this is really helpful to let me know what's going to be coming of this recipe. So what I'm going to do real quick, and then I'm going to save it as a private recipe for myself. I'm just going to click save. And this is, this is the recipe that I'm going to go off of. If you notice, he already put in his suggested steep time. So we know that it's going to be 4 days, but we're going to taste it now, and then we'll taste it every day until then. If you notice here, it says you can make this. That means that I have every single ingredient that is included. If it says you are missing something, then I would know that I would have to purchase something. But the great thing is I've got everything from it. And then if you want to leave a comment, you can do so here. To rate it, you have to leave a comment, and then you can rate it up here with the stars and just go ahead and put in a rating for it. I suggest, I just put 5-star rating on myself. But anyway, so this is just a test anyway. But yeah, so that's how you do the rating, and that really helps other people look for it because a lot of people go by ratings. But so that is the recipe that I'm going to be working with. I'm going to stop sharing so that you can see DeMillan actually put in the flavors while I gather mine because I got to get my flavors out while she starts showing you.
Okay, this is the LV501B. B is for black. You notice it goes 2 points past the decimal. And you just take your empty bottle and set it on it.
What size are you making?
I'm going to be making 15 mils.
Okay.
I'm using a 30 mil bottle, and I just make 15 mils because there's just so much juice to make when you start mixing. I had to kind of cut it down.
It's easy to shake that way too.
Yeah.
That's true. So now you can see what the bottle weighs, but we don't care about what the bottle weighs. So we hit the tare button and it zeroes it out. Woohoo!
T-A-R-E, not T-E-A-R.
Yeah.
And I always take the little test weight that comes with the scale and verify that it's working.
Oh, I just did that once. That's another
Yeah.
thing with the scale. You have to be a little bit careful with the scale. You don't want to like dance on the top of it or anything. It's a very precise, instrument.
Yeah.
And you also don't want to put it on an uneven level.
Surface, right.
Surface, yeah.
And air conditioning or any kind of fans that'll blow and then it changes, it makes a thing bounce around.
Sure does. We know this from experience.
Yes. But just 1 second, because the pup is
Reggie.
What's up?
Millen's doing her tutorial right now on, because we're using this time as a tutorial on how to, and we've already gone through the recipe and ELR and where to buy the flavors, and now she's going to be doing the actual mixing part as a tutorial.
So what I do when I set up my mixing, I put all my flavorings on. Hi, Fresh. I put them all on this side, and then when I use them, I put them on that side. Then I know that I don't, like when I have a brain fart, I'll know that I put it in there already. So the first one that I got on there, because it's alphabetical, it's the brand new Wonder Flavors Aged Bourbon Cream. And always shake up your concentrates before you use them, because they've been sitting around a while. You always shake a bottle when you pick it up. So this needs to go to 0.3.
We like to shake stuff. Fresh likes to shake it and make eye contact too.
Yeah.
It's the best time for eye contact.
So you get to point. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the mill's like right on the money.
Yeah. But don't worry if you go a couple points over. It's okay. The first thing that we said was fuck it.
Yeah.
But it's fun to aim for the exact number.
Yeah.
Look, she aimed for the right number. And look what it did to her.
And then the next one is Apricot by VSO.
Yeah, don't forget to tear after every flavoring.
Yes, I tear. And then shake it.
And then if you do forget to tear, you can always just go back and see what was in there and just add the next one on top of it. You have to.
Yeah, I've gotten into the habit of glancing at the screen before I pour. So I usually can catch myself. So you kind of get in the rhythm and you get like these little things that you do so that you don't screw up. So this one needs to go to 0.36. And then each bottle has its own little thing about it, is how much it squirts out at the same time. So you got to be very gentle. And I've noticed that each drip is about 0.02. So when you get close, you should wait for the scale to calm down a little bit. And then it kind of finds its where it wants to sit. And then you can, add another drop if you need to.
Remember, not all drops are equal. Some people have bigger dropper bottles, bigger openings on their droppers than other people. So it's not always 0.2 or 0.02 or 0.02.
And this one I got to get it to 0.72 because it's 4.8% of the mix. So I'm
baby, that peach. Give me that peach.
0.72. It smells so good. So you keep dripping until you get up to that number. But I put a little bit in and wait until it like levels out. So I'm just gonna, oh, perfect. Look at that. That means I get a vape.
That's because you're on camera.
Hurry up and tear it before it changes.
Tear it. And then I don't use the ready mix. I have separate PG and VG. But if you want to get that ready mix for beginners, because it's just like so easy breezy.
Yep, and then you just check on that box, use Vape Ready Nicotine or Vape Ready Base or whatever nicotine.
Yeah.
Or they
like
can
Wendy
just
said,
use the
just
total.
check it before you go to save it.
So this is my PG. And I need to get 0.75 because I want my ratio of PG and VG to be 20/80. And so to accomplish that, I need to add some PG to make it that. So I'm looking for 0.75. Close enough, it's PG.
That's it.
And then I add my nicotine. First shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. And probably want to wear gloves for it, you know, if it's 100 milligrams.
Yeah, be super careful, have something to wipe it up, gloves and safety glasses.
Yeah, that's why I recommend using the premix when you're first starting out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because dealing with high nicotine, if it gets on your skin,
Yeah.
you're going to throw up.
Until you're used to mixing, I wouldn't recommend it.
So I need 0.93. And get your nicotine. Oh, well, you're going to get the pre-done. I was
Yeah.
going to say get your nicotine in PG, not BG.
Yeah, we're gonna do that later. You know, at a later time, we're gonna show them how to make their own base. Probably November, because I want to get them used to doing this part first. Then we'll come in November and teach them how to make their own base once they've been using it a couple months.
That sounds good. But you want to try and nail that number for the nicotine. That's the most important number.
Yeah, if you're mixing it on your own.
You know, don't go over or under, just nail that one.
And here comes that VG, baby. How much VG?
15.14. And it's really heavy, so it adds up real quick.
26.49 divided by 2.
Yeah, do that.
I want to try and nail it. 15.14. Oh, so close.
And you're on team close enough tonight.
Yeah. And so what I meant about like this is a precision instrument, you don't want to like take the cap and just jam it on there while it's on the scale. You just pick up the bottle and then do everything away from it. I turn it off and I close the lid and it's more protected.
Yeah. Oh, take care of your scale and it'll take care of you for a long time. If you don't, then you will be dishing out money pretty often.
And then test your nipple.
Oh
okay,
my God.
they're fine.
I've always tested mine. I've always been like, test it. Make sure that it works.
Wiggle it back and forth, pull on it.
Okay.
Make sure that thing's in there.
It's attached really good.
Shake to your
Now
heart's
they're
content.
sore.
Were there any questions? Because I couldn't see the chat the whole time.
I don't see any.
Okay. Well, that's the spiel of how to do it. And it's pretty dang easy. And especially with the scale, there's no cleanup.
Yeah, that's why I
One dang
recommend
thing.
scale.
Bob said the nickel weighs about 5 grams. That's a good way to test it.
Then there's the calibration weights.
Yep.
Yeah, it comes
They
with
come
it.
with it.
200 gram. It comes with 2 of those to check your calibration.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
those are in a
first
box somewhere.
calibrate and everything.
Aussie
It comes with
Shano.
everything.
Aussie Shano. It wouldn't be fair to Zippy if I told you, man. It wouldn't be fair to Zippy if I told you exactly what was in that. I know. Especially someone that's a strawberry mute. Like, I really want to tell you. I really want to tell you what to use.
All right, well then start it off with don't use, and then we'll just take it as, you know, you didn't really say nothing.
So you mixed it up, Wendy?
I'm about to put the lid on it now. I had to find my freaking bourbon because I haven't put my new flavors away yet. So like I was on the hunt for that for a while. Look at how many of these little things I got, and they fell over today. I had to pick them all up.
They fell all over?
Yeah, they fell over.
Oh, damn.
Right before the live stream, I was picking up little freaking things.
I wanted to show you guys too on my virtual screen background. This is how I keep my flavorings.
Yeah,
I make.
I have mine like that too.
Those are, I call them my
These are mine.
Nice.
And they're all held in with like little, you know, the rubber bands are holding them so they don't tip all over and everything.
Sweet.
You're so lucky. I need to put rubber bands on mine.
And I can close the lid and keep the smell in.
Is that wire track?
It's what it is what do you call it? Sheetrock corner bead.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. There's another
And when you
shot.
shake it, you want to make sure that you have a lot of bubbles. That's when you know that it's fully mixed.
Yeah, you want it really aerated.
And then you got to put eye contact. There you go. That's the eye contact we're talking about. I told you I learned from the best, right?
You're doing it.
Yes, I dropped my nipples everywhere, Rick. It was crazy. I had to pick them all up.
You got Chevy going. Ooh, yeah.
There you go.
You made
See,
Chevy
and then you
like-
get bubbles. And look at that.
Yeah, even so.
Wow,
even
you
so-
made a lot of it.
I
even
always
so
make
it's
this
been
many.
mixed a while. Yeah, you can still get pretty good aeration throughout.
Yeah, I always get like this many bubbles, always.
There you go, Jeannie.
And then
Sam.
whenever you get these little bottles here, cut the nips off. Like the real big tips of it, because they otherwise, like they don't pour out fast enough for me. And I hate
Well, when you have a 20 mil tank.
28. Hello.
I just got a
28?
shiver.
This is 28 mils, okay? So
Might as well just mix in the, you should just mix in the Addy, man.
Man, look at this. Like it's like this is serious business time. And I got Rawlinson Man, Jeannie Sims
yeah.
trying to pick up on me. Like this is serious business
Yeah,
time. Like
Chevy.
I appreciate the compliment about my eyes, but
Chevy just emailed me.
we're doing shaking. We're shaking for business right now.
Hey, Freshie D, Sophie's coming on to learn DIY.
What show?
Well, it's gonna be, she's gonna come with. She asked me because I went to go visit.
Coming on
her
this show?
yesterday. Yeah,
Oh no. It's
but
been so long since I was on a stream with her. Oh no.
no,
Oh,
she
those-
really doesn't want to do it, but she wanted to do it for me to come on because I told her that a lot of the people in chat have asked about the ones that know that we're friends.
Yeah.
Had asked for her to come on, so she said when we were talking yesterday, she said that she would, but I gotta organize my vape room first, so she has a place to sit because right now she'd be sitting on my lap, which she doesn't mind, but still, it's just
I don't think
it's
any
hard
of us
for me
would
to
mind.
mix that way, huh?
I said I don't think any of us would mind.
No, not at all.
It'd be quite hard to pay attention though.
Yeah, but she's just so funny and we haven't seen each other in almost a year and we missed each other a lot. So I actually made her a juice that I took over to her house. I made her the double mint gum at 0 milligram nicotine because she doesn't vape nicotine. And so she was happy about that.
Well, I mean, eye contact will definitely be pervier than usual.
Yeah.
We'll be on the show.
Well, again, it's not going to be like immediate. I have to get everything, arranged, and I want to get things organized so that when she comes over, she's got a place and we can, have it.
You could set up like a little DIY lab at your kitchen counter or something.
Yeah. So we'll get it all set up and
Yeah, good.
it's just the thing is taking all the flavors.
Yeah.
I've got most of them in carts, not a problem, but the ones up here aren't.
It'd be cool if you guys were both in the bathtub mixing juice.
That would be funny as shit. I can see the stories now.
Oh yeah.
Better clean your toilet in case she wants to do vape on it.
Yeah, right?
No, that's where you set that's where you set the scale on the toilet.
Exactly. Is anybody trying this or am I the only one?
Oh, I gotta try it.
Well, I know that you are, Addie. It's your recipe.
I just made some yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's lovely.
I like it.
Thanks, Camilla.
I like it.
I like
And
it.
now, what is going to happen in the 4 days?
The fruits are gonna come out and the bourbon will come out a little bit more and cream will darken up.
So I wanted you to explain that for everybody in chat that's new. Like why we wait for the 4 days. Why do you steep? And one day we're going to go over and have Fresh actually explain the different flavors that need the different steeps, like custards versus fruits and things like that. So we're going to take it little by little. This one was just to get you into what do you need to get started? How do you actually maneuver ELR? What is ELR? It's a recipe hub. Also, you can store your recipes, and it's got some other resource information and how to actually set up a recipe. So we got the majority of that stuff done today, as well as how to save your stash. I recommend doing that right from the beginning. And the resource tab where you can buy your concentrates and get those discounts. Really, really helpful. If you're interested in any of the VSO flavors, if you go to vsoflavors.com, you actually get 17% off by using Wendy Vapes, all caps, all one word. Also, tonight's show is sponsored by Brad's Vapor, as I mentioned in the beginning. bradsvapor.com. He's actually the sponsor, and he's actually doing a giveaway every Monday. He does one. It is US only, unfortunately, and it is a random gift. So we don't have like, you know, what it is or anything like that. It's going to be a surprise to you as well as to us. So he's actually going to be doing that for us. If you do purchase anything from Brad's Vapor, which has the best customer service, also does free shipping within the United States. If you use Wendy Vapes 10 all together, all small, what do you call them? Lowercase, you actually get 10% off. So we're going to go ahead and do that because, you know, I mean, hello, Fresh is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put, when I'm ready, don't start until I tell you. Once you see start in the chat, then you can start doing it. What we're going to do is pick a random number between 1 and 50. And whoever gets the number first wins. And if nobody gets the number, the first one closest wins. And if somebody's got your number, like you already see that number, you can pick something else. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Yes.
Freshy D, I hope you had a good day, brother. Oh, look at that. Yeah, damn.
Still smoky out there, huh?
Oh,
Yeah, we're it's bad.
What aren't they doing levels? Like
Yeah, we're up about 500 right now,
oh wow.
which is not safe for anybody to go outside, period.
oh, that's tough.
That is crazy. So
Yeah.
what about work?
No works.
Okay. And you can't do your work from home, right?
Nope.
You got a day off?
Yeah, I went and ran errands
Went out in it anyway, huh?
because I'm stupid.
Everything's stupid.
Yeah,
All right, you guys.
Hi, Ozzy. Sorry I didn't see you before.
I'm glad you
Yeah,
like.
I'm not sure if I said hi to you before. Ronald, Ronald, how you doing?
So Jean's feeling a little bit better today, Fresh.
Excellent.
Her mom came over and she went out and they hung out in the garage for a while, so that was good. Yep.
Oh wow, Adam, that's crazy. Now
All right,
again,
Wendy.
this is US only.
Hey,
So if
Wendy.
you're not in the US, you can't do it. Oh, okay.
Ronald,
Thank you so much for hurrying and doing your recipe. Tell your wife that I'll be praying for her
Thank
speedy
you.
recovery. And thank you so much for taking care of her. We all appreciate it.
Oh,
because
thanks
a
for
happy
having me.
wife
Love
means
you
a happy
guys.
life.
Good night, guys. Love you.
Love
Love
you.
you, chat.
Love you, Addie.
Okay, so we're gonna stop the randomizer in 10, 9. Okay, thank you. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stop. So no more numbers after this. Okay, so the randomizer is
Random number between 1 and 100, please.
1 and 50.
1 and 50. Oh,
Yeah, I changed it up just because.
Oh man, then I'm out of it.
random number between 1 and 50, please.
It was to see if anybody was paying attention.
You suck.
49.
So
So let's see if there's a 49. I was because
There is a
I'm trying to
50.
make sure that everybody's paying attention. And so far I see 1, 2, 3 didn't pay attention. 4.
Wah.
Yeah. So all right. So we were at 49.
I
right?
see Jim Weidman has 50.
I think that's going to be the
That's
closest
the
one.
that's the wiener.
Chevy Man had 48 first.
Oh, if it
Oh.
was
Right now,
first, then it would be him.
Chevy Man's in the lead.
Chevy
Yeah.
man.
Chevy Man got it.
Yep, Chevy Man got it. He missed it by 1. Yep. All right, so Chevy Man, you're the winner tonight. Yay!
Booyah.
Hey, Chevy man.
Congratulations.
Booyah, Chevy Man, booyah.
So what I need you to do is send me an email. It has to have a picture of your ID so I can forward it over to Brad's Vapor. Make sure that you include your shipping information and your email if it's different than the one that you're emailing it to me at. And you can email me at wendyvapes@yahoo.com. It's as easy as that. And that way I can go ahead and forward that over to Brad. Thank you so much, Brad's Vapor, for sponsoring my Monday night live streams and for doing the giveaways. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody in chat. You guys have been wonderful. I hope that today was especially helpful in learning. I tried to start it, basic knowledge of what do you need to get started, which if you ask Fresh, when I asked him to do this with me almost a year ago today, well, almost a year ago, next month, I think it is.
Yeah. A year, fuck.
The first thing I said was, what do I need? Don't tell me about how to mix. Tell me about what I need. And that first live stream that we did was basically finding out what we need. And that's where we started. Then after that, it was our flavors. So thank you so much, Fresh, for doing that with me, for, a year ago, being so willing to help me do this. And not just for me, but for everybody, which is, of course, the reason why we started doing it. I really appreciate it. I think did you see how many flavors I have now?
I know, right? So many flavors now, Wendy.
What was it? 494?
490, man.
500.
490. Yes. I'm almost at 5. What?
Yeah, you're screaming. You're screaming towards 1,000, Wendy. It gets out of hand.
I know.
It really gets out of
I
hand.
know I'm out of hand.
It sure is outpacing me, man. I'm telling you that.
So thank you, everybody, for being here. I hope that everybody, really learned something from today's live stream. Again, in the next couple months, we're going to actually, or maybe next month, we'll see how it goes. But I want to wait at least 2 months before we start doing our own base. That way people have had a chance to actually use the premix to get started and learn how to mix first, get comfortable with adding their flavors and, looking and saving their flavors and doing their recipes. And I want them to get used to doing that first. Then once you've done that, then we're going to go ahead and start making our own base. We're also at that time going to be learning about, like, when do you need to steep it? Do you need to steep all flavors, or are there certain flavors? And that Fresh will actually handle. So, Camilla, thank you so much for the download portion training today. I really appreciate it. Freshie, thank you always for being here. I'm
sorry I was late. I'm sorry.
No,
I didn't mean
as
to
long
be.
as you're here. As long as we can see those beautiful blue eyes, that's all we care about.
There they are.
And they're just so blue, like ocean.
It depends on the time of day and what mood I'm in. But
yeah, angry.
For the most part, they're pretty light.
Okay. And everybody in chat, thank you so much for being here. And thanks to the winner of tonight's live stream. And you all have a great evening. I wish you all a great week. I hope that everybody is doing well. And thank you so much for being here and supporting us and supporting me. I really, really do appreciate each and every one of you. And I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you, guys.
Bye. Good, Demille.